Okay. Let's get into it, y'all. Mercury in Cancer, y'all. Through the houses, y'all. Yeah, we about to have the emotions all over the mind. We about to be super duper analyzing the home family matters on a deep level now. We getting deep with it now. Matter of fact, let me throw on some bedroom music. What's going on, everybody? How we feeling? How we feeling? How we feeling? How we doing? How we feeling? How we doing? Covert Custard. 610 Aquarius in the building. Big homie in the building. Big esoteric homie in the building. Y'all tap in. Y'all tap in. All right. B Moon Goddess. Organically Lexi. Nubian Queen in the building. Uyo Kiro. Stop playing in the NYC. Yo, bro, I was about to go back to my post to comment because when you said, yo, bro, when the next live, and I said I'm going live in a few, I was about to go back to the comment just to reply to you like, damn, bro, you right. Because you was like, I know y'all NYC ninjas. Y'all say in a few, that should be 5 days later. I was about to really go back and reply to that. Just Ica Rose, Belle Papillon, Wellness by Willow, Real Nigga Rising. Real Nigga Rising just about to be the natural, that it don't even matter if it's the morning anymore. It don't even matter if it's the start of the day. That's just about to be the greeting. Real Nigga Rising, period. Helen B, Chanel Goddess, Chanel the Goddess, and the Goddess vibes in the building. Simply Tay, all right. V Mummy, Lady L1111. I ain't going nowhere, man. Just felt like throwing a little godly white top on. That's all, you feel me? On my day's loaf, you feel me? Feeling a little godly today. You have a whole button. No, you was busy today. Yeah, I try to get my little corporate look on today, guys. Knowing me is a luxury. I told you I can make that tea for you. I'm gonna have to tap in then, bro. I'm gonna have to tap in. Sex and Stardust, I'm gonna have to tap in. Ash 25. All right, guys. Abundant Afternoon. Bonnie Botanical. All right, guys. I'm gonna get right into it. Let's get right into it. All right. So I just want to go through Mercury and Cancer through the houses. First let's break down some current energies real quick, man. We got the sun in Cancer, but we got the moon moving through Virgo right now. All right, the moon done moved into Virgo, so we already went from feeling like diving into more things, dealing with fun, entertainment. All right, Stone Cold Sagittarian soul in the building. Shout out to the Patreon gang. Shout out to I got a couple of my Patreons in here. Shout out Patreon gang. So when we looking at the we just came off from moon in Leo transit. So our needs and what we were being influenced to react to and get more comfortable in, aka moon energy, was dealing with our creative expressions. All right, dealing with things we want to express overall, dealing with how we deal with the stage. Okay, but the sun was in Cancer, so we may have jumped into expressing our emotions to others a lot. We may have had others express their emotions to us a lot. You may have dealt with a situation where somebody projected their emotion on you this weekend. Or on the moon day, you feel me, yesterday, Sunday leading into Monday, but definitely wanted to jump into a space where you wanted to be more expressive to the people that you care about, or about the people, places, and things that you care about. All right, when we got that fire moon transit, water sun transit, we gonna express some feelings up in this motherfucker somewhere. All right, or somebody gonna be expressing the feelings to us in some type of shape or form. Okay, so now we got the moon all up in Virgo. I already told y'all, when we dealing with Virgo, that's that mutable Earth Mercury energy. Don't know details get passed by Virgos. Don't know like if Virgos if they had Virgos at every motherfucking, like at the border and at the airport when you go through the motherfucking shit with the metal detectors. I just told myself I'm gonna try to calm down on the cursing. I just told myself I be wilding. I do be wilding. I do be having potty mouth. All right. I don't know. I guess it's Mercury and Scorpio. So I'm trying to hold myself up to a certain standard to wild out with that. Ezzy, Gemini Sun 5523. Bella the Amazon, Rolo. All right, we in the building. We in the building. We in the building. So, that Virgo energy. If we have Virgos at every checkpoint in the world where you can't get illegal things through, at the airport, at the border, wouldn't nobody be able to get nothing through? Because they don't miss Nathan. They not missing no details for anything. That's that Mercury influence. Mercury is curious. Mercury is trying to find out how things work, how it could fix things, how it could get to the technical solutions to things, how it could break things down and build them back up, how to solve the goddamn Rubik's Cube. All right? Virgo probably made the Rubik's Cube. We should look that up. All right. But for the most part, that's where the moon is at right now. That's what we reacting and responding to right now. All right. How we could get the fixing in our life when it comes to our priorities, our schedule, routine. This is the energy we're going to be dealing with for the middle of the week leading into the weekend. But the sun is in Cancer. So this is the thing. When earth and water are, they sextile each other. They could be opposite, okay, like Scorpio, Taurus, Virgo, Pisces, motherfucking, damn, I really can't stop cursing. Cancer, Capricorn, okay? But when we looking at, for the most part, they sextiling each other for the most part. I wonder why my dad had it. I had a hot today. Yeah, probably. All right. Now, when we're looking at that Cancer Virgo connection, they sextile each other. Cancer come out the 4th house, dealing with emotional stability, the home, family environment, privacy, solitude. Virgo come out the 6th house, dealing with regiment, routine, the workplace, how we work on things, schedule, organization. So they support each other in the sense that, it's great to have your care for your routine and schedule, all right? And it's great to make sure things within the family and home environment is being scheduled and routine. So this is the type of energy we in right now. We try to make, that's why some of y'all was flipping the house upside down to wake up today. Just flipping the house upside down, trying to put things in order, trying to make sure your private space is set up right, organized and structured. Things is where they're supposed to be in the bedroom. Probably checking up on loved ones today. Probably checking up on family members. Virgos are they be the one to check up on everybody in the family. They be the one to organize the family reunion. Some of us ain't gonna have a family reunion this summer if the Virgo dealing with too much and she or he can't do it. They be the ones organizing that shit a lot of times. All right. So, a lot of checking up on the things we really care about. A lot of tidying up on our responsibilities, priorities, but especially with people, places, and things that we care about. Cancer energy, things that are private to us, things that are in our private space. Okay. Now we got, what's the name? Venus conjunct Mars in Leo. Okay. So we know Venus is dealing with how we love. All right. How we love, what we being influenced to love, what we being influenced to connect to. All right. Venus got a whole lot to do with relatability. Venus got a whole lot to do with our love language. So that the energies you got hitting your Venus, those are things that you kind of expecting in your relationship. That's important to understand. Whatever house you got Venus in, you expecting some of that energy in your relationship. Whatever house you got, whatever sign you got Venus in, you expecting to pick up on being able to still love and connect to that in your relationship. Once people start trying to take you away from your Venus energy in your relationship, that's when you start getting turned the fuck off in your relationships. All right. And then Mars, Mars deal with our intentions. All right. Where we're goal oriented at. All right. How we deal with frustration and anger depending on, our impatience trying to manifest certain goals, trying to accomplish certain things. Mars is trying to accomplish it. All right. So when we got these two energies conjunct in Leo dealing with creative expression, pride. All right. The solar plexus, expression, the light, awareness, the spotlight. So these energies conjunct, we could be dealing with a whole bunch of emotional roller coasters from this point on to the rest of the week. Some of y'all was probably real riled up about certain things that y'all, people, places, and things that y'all emotionally connected to today. May have made some impulsive, expressed some things impulsively. May have did some things irrationally based off of feeling. Why? Because Mars and Venus both deal with feelings. Okay, so right now, a lot of us is dealing with heavy emotion, not just with the sun and Cancer, but we got Venus and Mars right on top of each other in Leo, and anything in Leo has to be expressed. Anything that falls into fire signs had to be expressed. Okay? I think I hurt my mother's feelings. It's okay. It's okay. Sun is in Cancer. So we able to find solutions and mend things in the home a little bit more. So try to, you got a couple hours to fix that apology before it's nighttime. That's a good thing about Cancer season. It don't matter what type of issues you came into this season in with the home. It's Cancer season. We could find solutions in Cancer season. We could find ways to fix things in the home during Cancer season. Okay? The things in the home may be the things that's putting us through some emotional roller coasters. But if we find an effort to find solutions, you're gonna be able to find them during Cancer season. All right? Now, this should be coming down to effort a lot of time, guys. You know that. But if you put an effort into certain things while we have access to certain energies, you're going to see how you're dealing with less resistance. So right now, you put in real effort to find solutions within the home, family matters or whatnot. You're going to see how things is going a bit more smoother than before. Now, when we're looking at, but yeah, with that Venus and Mars and Leo, you know, we really impatient right now when it comes to what we want. We really impatient right now when it comes to who we love. We a little bit more direct with who we love in our relationships at the moment right now. The house you got Leo in right now, you going through emotional roller coasters in there. So you seen a bunch of things you don't like and you love. You seen a bunch of things you want to support and you want to cut out. You know, Mars got to take, Venus support. So we got both of these shifts going on in the same area. So overall, we want to make sure we way more patient, way more understanding when it comes to the people, places, and things we're connected to, the people, places, and things that we value. You know, Venus deal with our value system. And this is why I tweeted earlier today, this is a great time to kind of practice sexual discipline. I said, whoever needs to hear that. I ain't just saying just if you in a relationship, just stop having sex with her. I ain't saying that. I'm just saying, all right? These are some highly energies in that area, okay? So we already know Leo really dealing with, you know, sexual energy, creation, okay? Mars rule the root chakra is dealing with that, you know, that passion, that that stronger intention, that root chakra intention, you know, where that even when you feeling sexual energy, you be feeling up, that be your Mars stimulating in your body. All right, that be everything developing, stimulating in the root. That's Mars right there. And we talk about Venus. Venus is the pleasure. So what feels good, what looks nice. All right. So right now we could, based off of what feels good, what looks good. This is another thing we could be impatient diving into right now. If it feel good, look good, you want to think about it a little bit more. Not just jump into it because it look good. That's when you really want to think some more. That's when you really want to think some more right now. Okay? People will play on your desires right now. People will play on your love right now. People will play on your feelings right now. People will play on your temptations right now. Venus conjunct Mars. All right? Individuals that got Venus conjunct Mars, they be knowing what they be doing in the bedroom. Venus conjunct Mars. They know what they doing. Or they manifest a lot of situations to learn how they now know what to do. So them Venus conjunct Mars already be knowing what's up. They already be knowing what's up. You feel me? This goes for people individuals that have heavy Venus and Mars signs in their big three. So if you got like Libra, Scorpio in your big three, Libra, Aries in your big three, Aries, Taurus in your big three, Pisces, Aries in your big three, we could just keep switching it up. You got them Venus and Mars influence signs in your big three. This person gonna be real passionate and deal with sensuality at the same time. So you could just go through all different types of alignment. So you gotta know how to use your power. You gotta know how to use your power, all right? Wisely, okay? Use it to seduce or extend, make love with somebody that you on the same type, spiritual type time with. But I ain't about to jump into, since people got their panties in a bunch lately. Boros say one little thing about relationships, people got their panties in a bunch. I was just about to tell myself the other day, like, you know what? I think I might have stopped speaking on relationships. Like, if it's not some spiritual shit, if it's not some shit dealing with the alignments, astrology, I don't think I'm speaking on relationships no more. And then the next day I woke up in the morning like, you know what? I think I'm about to start speaking about relationships some more. So yeah, I'm on relationships. It is what it is. I'm about to start speaking about that shit way more. Way the fuck more. You feel me? So now that we dealing with these type of energies, guys, once again, that's what you want to pay attention to. Y'all want to make sure motherfuckers ain't playing on your desires, on your temptations. We moving wisely with our feelings and emotions. We making sure who's deserving of our feelings and emotions right now. We learning how to compromise right now. See, we know Mars real passionate and direct. Venus is more understanding. Venus is more relatable. So they know. So when we got Venus catching up to Mars, because Mars was in here first. Mars was in Leo first. So I told y'all, Mars is like, Mars don't like doing things with people. Scorpios, Aries, Capricorns. They don't really, we want to do things on their own. They don't be wanting to have to explain to you or to this person or that person what they about to do before they do it. They just go ahead and do it. So now that Venus is here, Mars looking at Venus like, oh my God, I know every time I'm trying to go creatively express myself, she gonna want to come outside with me. I know every time I'm about to go out this weekend to set some intentions to go have fun, Venus gonna want to bring her ass along. Talk about where you guys going, whatever. Can I hang out with the fellas tonight? That's what type of time Venus is on right now. AKA, she's bringing support and appreciation to the intentions Mars already got going on with his creative endeavors. So this is why we could deal with all type of emotional roller coasters with things that we already intended to do. Like today was probably number one day. All of y'all started losing patience with shit y'all been working on. Y'all started losing patience today with shit that you've been trying to express to your partner, been trying to express to your child. Shit that you passionate about. You lost patience with that shit today. Because you like, Venus, I ain't really trying to hear all that right now. I ain't really trying to take my time right now. And you started noticing, it's almost like we got the devil and the goddamn angel on our shoulder right now. Mars impatient as hell. Right. Mars is the older brother that always have to take his sister Venus. Right. He coming to the park. He like, damn, what your sister doing? We're here like, motherfucking sun and moon made me bring her. She over there playing hopscotch by herself. Ain't no other girls in the park. This She's over there being annoying. But she just want to support. Mars over there playing football. She coming to Mars bringing water. Mars acting like he don't want the water though. Mars acting like, here big bro, here's the water. Mars acting like he don't want the water though. Like, give me the water. Shit, I'm thirsty as hell. Like, Mars, relax. Like, relax. She just want to help. She just want to be a support system to all the shit you passionate about right now in Leo. All right? Because once you get into fire signs, Mars don't be knowing how to act in fire signs. He don't know how to act, period. But when it gets into fire signs, Mars really don't be losing his ish. Certain planets correlate to certain elements, better than others. Okay? So we could say Venus, she's more with that. Venus is dealing with that. Venus is dealing with like water and it's dealing with air for real. Like Venus like air because it's dealing with relatability, connecting, all right? Understanding. So it's really dealing with like that air element. It could get with water too because it deal with feelings. So that would probably be like right next to air. Mars deal with that fire. Mars just want to be on go. Fire don't wait for nothing. Fire just sprouts. It dances. It don't care if you burnt yourself because your dumb ass touched it. Because you want to touch the stove. Yeah, I don't care. You should never been effing with me. Okay? Should never been effing around. That's Mars all day, every day. So, and then the next energy Mars might like to deal with next to fire, because it's home in Scorpio, which is water. So, it really varies because it's like it loves Scorpio water, but it can't stand Cancer water. It loves Scorpio. It loves the deep depth of Scorpio water. AKA, Mars gets to swim with his intentions without nobody seeing it. All right? Nobody disturbing it. AKA, aka Mars and Scorpio, Mars in the 8th house. Y'all don't know nothing about them. Y'all don't know nothing about them. Y'all dating them right now. There's a whole bunch of shit you don't know about that individual. Not to say it's negative things you don't know, but they know how to stay behind the scenes. They know how to keep some intentions, some true feelings and motives behind the scenes. All right? In a positive way, though. You got individuals that'll talk about what they want to do 247. Always talk about what they about to do, what they gonna do, aka Libra. We always talking about what we gonna do, talking about what we about to act about. Yeah, you know what, man? I think I'm about to get into crypto, man. What cryptos you dealing with right now, bro? Okay, Tron, Bitcoin. Yeah, matter of fact, let me get a list. Let me write this down because I got some money. I've been wanting to put money in crypto. Scorpios and Aries not doing all that. Mars and Scorpio, Mars and 8th house not doing all that. Mars and Aries just they just get into it. Libras we want to talk about everything we about to do and don't do none of that shit. So when we looking at right, crypto of all things. So when we looking at that Mars element, it like that Scorpio water. It gets to just move behind the scenes. Nobody bothers it. It's real deep. It's like, there, I know nobody even gonna come down here to bother me. They can't even handle this intensity of the ocean down here. They can't even. You need a submarine to come down here anyways. You need a submarine with a flashlight attached to the ship. Submarine fuck around, get lost down here. So yeah, don't come down here. All right, you ain't got nobody that deal with Mars energy, Pluto energy. Aries could come down here a little bit. They could relate to this energy a little bit, but they fire gonna go out sooner or later, so they gonna raise that shit back up to the surface. They gonna raise that shit back up to the surface. They don't like being down here that long. All right, just like I don't like being up there too long. When I gotta express my shit like Aries, I'm gonna express that shit. I'll come right back down to recharge, to regenerate, to be more in my habitat. Okay. So like that's what we do, right? That Libra, that word Libra. So right now, since we know Libra, Venus dealing with that energy, Venus is trying to teach Mars right now how to be more patient with what it's creatively dealing with. But this very energy can make us impatient. It's like, you ever see somebody get mad when you trying to help them? It's like, you ever seen somebody like they have such a strong initiative about what they want to do personally that it's like they feel vulnerable that somebody's looking at them. That Mars be feeling vulnerable as hell when they feel like people about to help them. Scared. Scorpios and Aries and Capricorns, when people be coming to help them, it's like what? I looked incapable? What? I look like I couldn't get it done on my own? So what you ask me for? What you ask me if I need help for? That's what Mars is dealing with right now. So we got to learn how to support our passions. We got to learn to be a little bit more understanding right now, but we're working on, and not be as impulsive right now with the people, places, and things that we love, that we connected to, that we appreciate. Okay, so that's what we got going on with Venus and Mars here, but definitely a lot of new energies to direct towards our creative expression. Right now, y'all got to be real careful how y'all expressing yourself to others. All this energy in Leo is like everything comes with a stronger impact right now. So you expressing something to somebody. We got the Sun in Cancer, Venus and Mars in Leo, Mercury moving to Cancer, which we about to talk about. Everything is being hit in the emotions right now. Everything being hit in the emotions right now, guys. Like, so you gotta a lot of us gotta be the bigger person. A lot of us got people projecting on us or whatnot, and we just got to sit back and subconsciously analyze the situation and just know, like, damn, right, we know it. It's Cancer season, Mercury in Cancer, Mars and Venus and Leo. Like, people need to get their emotions out one way or another. Like, let me not even trip with this person right now. Let me not even trip. Yo, what's good, bro? What's goody, bro? I'm going to have to holler at you after this, bro. You feel me? Y'all tap into my brother Born Ready Vontae, man. That's double Leo gang. Yo, bro, you don't know how many times I used you as an example. Like, yo, my double Leo, bro. Leo moon. Leo. He don't even know what double Leo probably mean. He like, double Leo. I thought I was just one Leo. I thought my zodiac sign was Leo. It was double Leo. I done used you so many examples in my lives. Y'all tap into my brother Born Ready Vontae page. So, my boy's dropping all type of knowledge and wisdom when it comes to stocks, crypto. That's the one you need to get with. Cap Rising Gang. All right? So, boom. So that's what we dealing with all these energies in Cancer and Leo right now. I already told y'all Cancer and Leo are the most emotional signs in the zodiac. By default. Hands down, no argument, no debate. This is not up for debate. The most emotional signs in the zodiac. So that's not a shot, because we need emotion in many areas in life. I'm a whole air and earth, sun, moon, rising. So I need to learn how to put more emotion into a lot of the shit that I do at times. A lot of us heavy air, earthers out there, real left-brained, real logical, real practical. All right? Don't know how to feel emotions. Don't know how to, tap into more subconscious energies. Feel your relationship out. Feel out the energy of your partner. You always trying to analyze and strategize something with your partner relationship. Learn to feel the relationship out. Learn to feel your partner out some more. So it's like, we need everything, guys. But when I talk about them goddamn Leos and Cancers, it's ruled by the sun and the moon. There's no getting away from it. We got high emotion here. Okay? So with us just dealing with all these heavy energies right now, we're good for throwing our emotions on the stage. We're good for being able to channel and access our creativity right now, and making sure we're expressing it in new ways, seeing new ways to express our creativity right now. Okay, for a lot of my artists right now, y'all probably in y'all bags right now. A lot of my artists, my goddamn songwriters, all of y'all should be in y'all bag right now. I expect y'all to be writing some hits. All right, so that's what we got going on right now with that heavy Leo energy, okay? And Mercury and Cancer through the houses, guys. Let's get into it. So Cancer the sun is 21 degrees Cancer. We're finally in the last decan of Cancer. Okay? So this decan is ruled by Mars. So this portion of Cancer don't play with nobody. If you a Cancer sun and moon, and your shit start at, your sun and moon is between 20 and 29 degrees Cancer, yeah, you the Cancer we def don't play with. You the one we 0 through 9 might 0 to 10 might spare you. 0 through 9 is the baby Cancer. All right? So they might spare you a little bit, okay? They more lighthearted, okay? Then when you get into what's the name? That middle decan, all right? 11 through 20. Now you're dealing with the Jupiter ruled Cancer. They gonna spare you too, but they gonna spare you with some knowledge and wisdom. They gonna make sure you get the lesson about something though. They're going to tell you about yourself. The baby Cancer might just express some emotion real quick and be like, all right, we good. I just had to express that emotion and get that off real quick. Middle decan Jupiter, 11 through 20, 10 through 19. They going to give you the lesson about something, but it's Jupiter. It's optimistic. It's lighthearted. So, they not going to come down too heavy on you unless you push it, unless you really push it. Now, when we deal with this last decan of Cancer, when you deal with that 20 through 29, those are the Cancers. No, you don't play with those Cancers because they're the most mature ones. All right? They're the more mature ones, and they're the ones that experience probably the most transformation out of all the Cancers. So now that we in this decan, it's like people feel like everything we've experienced in Cancer season, now we're like, okay, I got it. Now I understand what a boundary is. Now I understand how to filter my private space. Now I understand how to deal with my emotions right now. Now I'm flipping on anybody. Now I'm flipping on anybody off the rip because it's nothing for me to analyze. I already know where my boundaries is at. I already know. I'm very intentional with how I deal with my emotions. I'm not about to be hesitant letting people cross certain lines right now with my emotions. So we ain't playing that right now for the rest of this Cancer season. We keep talking about Leo season, but we got to make it through these next 10 degrees. We got to make it through these next 10 degrees of Cancer season ruled by Mars, where people will be dead ass serious and not playing about their goddamn emotions right now. Okay? So that's very important for us to understand. Lucky, what's going on? So we got to keep that in mind right now. Now, when we look at the sun in Cancer, this is the energy we've been paying attention to. This is the energy we've been taking action on, trying to take action on the people, places, and things that we care about, manage our, our private space, gain more of an awareness of what makes us uncomfortable and comfortable, okay? Mercury brings the critical analysis. Mercury brings, the observational energy. Mercury deals with how we organize our thoughts to communicate them to others, how we break things down mentally, all right? Dealing with throat chakra energy, dealing with our communication. Mercury rules the nervous system. Okay, so this is why you got them Virgos. Gemini shake their nerves off a little bit more, but it's just that I be telling you that Virgo, Mercury is exalted in Virgo. It's home and it's exalted in Virgo. So goddamn Virgo's nerves. It ain't like Gemini don't be having the nerves like Geminis can overthink about things and start panicking a little bit. They're not gonna show it though. You're not gonna notice a Gemini panicking when they're thinking about things. That's the thing. They'll panic about things mentally, but you will not see it off the Gemini sun, moon, rising. They gonna just stay in their mental bag with it. Virgos, you're gonna pick up on the nervous energy. You're gonna pick up on their nerves being a little nerve-wracking because they're gonna probably be asking certain questions like, okay, do y'all got everything on the trip before we hit the highway? Wait, hold on. Let me make sure I got my motherfucking battery charger. Wait, hold on. When's the last time you got a oil change in the car? Like, come on, Virgo. Come on. We just trying to get this goddamn road trip going already. Stop throwing your nerves all over the place. All right? But you need Virgos. We need them here. We need them. We need every sign, especially goddamn Virgos. All right? So for the most part, when we're looking at Mercury rules the nervous system, okay? So now that Mercury's sliding into Cancer, everything that we think about is correlated to the private space, internal energies, our emotions, all right? The home, family matters by default with Mercury just being in Cancer. But we about to go in specifically how it affects it being in your Cancer house, okay? Mercury in Cancer firstborn, you hipped me to the game during my natal reading with you. If you don't know where your house is at, placements, fam, you get a real reading from. I appreciate that. Soph. I hope all is well. And my phone going crazy. All right, so that's what we got going on there, okay? So Mercury in Cancer, we know Cancer is one of the private signs, the most private signs in the zodiac. It's one of the most private signs in the zodiac. So the sun had us paying attention to our private space, home and family matters. But when we're looking at Mercury in Cancer, I was saying this on live yesterday, even though I didn't go too deep in it. We feel like we need to be in our private space to even think right now. So it may play out more solitude energy than the sun in Cancer was playing out. Mercury feel like it need peace of mind to even goddamn think. People with Mercury in Cancer, Mercury in the 4th house, they'll go to the bathroom in the middle of the party just to get their thoughts right. All day, every day. They'll go in the bathroom just be like, God damn, there's a lot going on out there. All right, what time is it? I don't know how the hell my best friend said she's gonna be the designated driver. Her ass drunk already. How I'm gonna get home tonight? How I'm gonna make sure everybody else get home tonight? Mercury in Cancer all day. All day. Gotta detach from all the hype in order to reset, have some fucking peace of mind to think. All right? Now, the thing about Mercury in Cancer as well, shout out to my water signs. All my water signs don't begin to rep for how creative y'all are. Fire and water dealing with creativity off the rip. I would say the fire element is the most creative element. Dealing with is futuristic. It's dealing with pushing out the internal into an expressive way. But when I say fire is pushing out the internal, that's what they pushing out. Water. It's just fire signs can't hold the water in. They have to express it. It has to be something they could show us. It has to be music. It has to be their outfits. It has to be how they public speak. It has to be how they teach. They can't hold it in. Now, water signs, creative as hell, because all they doing is naturally sizing up what's internal and how they could use it, how they could formulate it, okay? How they could create a vibe, how they could direct and navigate a vibe, all right? How they can make others feel. Water's creative as hell. So everybody, wow, that's crazy, Stella. Yo, Stella, damn, we on perfect timing right now. Stella, I was just about to say, for everybody that got heavy water in the chart, water risings, and you just come right up into the live with your water in the firehouses having self. All right, heavy water in the chart is gonna be creative as hell. They gonna be some dope designers. Y'all check into Stella Mays and go get you some customized shoes, ladies. Get your real shoe drip going. All right. Heavy water signs, they gonna be creative with how they cook. They gonna be creative with their music. They gonna be creative with how they structure and organize things. The littlest things be creative. The way they put shit together in the bathroom cabinet be creative. That deep. Okay? So when we looking at Mercury and Cancer, we all tapping into some real intuitive energy right here. Y'all keep thinking Mercury's and water people. Mercury and Cancer is intuitive as hell. But we all have access to that energy right now. Okay? What else happens when we got Mercury and water sign? We're prone to communicate about the feelings some more right now. We're prone to express that some more right now. Everything that we communicate, when people, like right now, guys, with Mercury and Cancer, when y'all having heart to hearts, because this is heart to heart time. This heart to heart time right here, Mercury and Cancer. I don't want to have the conversation and it sound good. I don't want to fall for no charm. I don't want to patch up some conversation through with sex or how you could touch me. I want to see how much you could communicate from here. I want to see how much you could let me know from here. This is true heart to heart time right now. People trying to see how somebody else truly feel about them right now, Mercury and Cancer. Because the mind is just going to be analyzing what makes you feel at home. Okay? We've already been in this energy for about 2 days now. Mercury's 3 degrees. So we've been in this energy for 2 days now. You guys already been mildly picking up on it. But it's 3 degrees now, so it's out the cusp. We was picking up on a little Gemini energy still. So we may have impulsively communicated some feelings and emotions. But now that it's 3 degrees, it ain't no more trying to strategically see how you about to communicate to this person, trying to see how you about to articulate some shit. No, it's just we just got to be raw with it right now. I want to know how you feel, and I'm about to express how the fuck I feel. This is heart to heart time right now, Mercury and Cancer. Okay, so intuition is up right now. All right, we got creative endeavors on our mind right now, but motherfuckers want to be and people want to be at peace mentally right now, and it may have to manifest. And I've been holding back on bringing up this convo. Thought I was being simpy. Now this makes sense. Yeah, we can't be. Yeah, we gotta cut the simping now. We ain't, when women use simping, y'all be having me weak. Somebody asked me something the other day, like, Boro, does this make me a simp? I'm like, if you don't get out my DMs right now, and out my texts, I forgot who asked me that shit. It was a girl though. But it's real shit though. It's real shit. We ain't really trying to be all logical and whatnot about the conversation. That shit is just raw right now. That shit just coming from the heart. So, Mercury, because our mind is on what makes us comfortable or not, we don't care about how we look right now. We don't care about how we look. You don't care about how we look. I don't care if I look crazy right now expressing my emotions to you. I need to get to the root of what makes me comfortable right now. Unless I'm going to be driving myself crazy, Mercury and Cancer, thinking about this shit all the time. So we need to have the conversation. I also like to say, since the sun is in Cancer and we're paying attention to what makes us comfortable and uncomfortable, we're paying attention to our private space, we're paying more attention, gaining more awareness about what we care about, Mercury is following all of that up with a critical analysis. So we're about to gain way more clarity on why certain things rub us a certain way emotionally. All right, and how we could protect the emotions some more. Where we need to set some boundaries some more. If we really do need to jump into privacy and solitude more than we thought. Keyword thought. Mercury in Cancer. Okay, so and Mercury's also gonna bring ideas. You know, wherever Mercury's at, it overthinks. By default, it overthinks, it critiques, and it brings ideas. So those are things we could always depend on. If y'all look at the sign and house y'all got Mercury in, you always thinking about this house. You always critiquing this house. You always trying to develop ideas in this house. This house might bully your mind a lot of the time. Okay? So that's what we're dealing with. Let's get right into it. Cancer risings, Cancer in the first house, all right? So we already know there's been a whole personal evolution in this house, all right? Especially since new moon time, okay? So you've been evolved to be a whole new you personally, Cancer risings. Y'all really different individuals right now, okay? Cancer risings, y'all walking in the street with a whole different pep in y'all step. You done cut people off. Skin looking better right now because you cut off some distractions, restrictions, skin glowing a little bit more right now. Cancer in the first house. Y'all got way more conscious of what's in your first house this past Cancer season. So not only either you already cut it out, you already distanced yourself, or you getting ready to nip that shit in the bud before Cancer get out before the sun get into Leo. You already know what's up. All right. Certain things you was caring hard about in the first house, you ain't caring hard about it no more. So y'all got a different glow right now, Cancer risings. Y'all got a whole nother different glow right now. Especially since the new moon time. Okay? So now Mercury's coming into the first house. Mercury's going to bring a whole new critique to the new you. All right? All you going to be thinking about right now is how to put things in order in your first house. All you about to be thinking right now is how to, you're going to have real strong critiques of the people, places, and things you connected to personally right now. Mercury in the first house. All right? When Mercury's remember, wherever Mercury transit, this is where our mind is at a lot of times. So Mercury transit in y'all first house, y'all got to make sure y'all not just communicating about yourselves all the time right now. I know y'all got the new glow. I know it's a new you. I know y'all shed some dead skin over Cancer season. You feel me? New ways of personally expressing yourself. New ways of personally presenting yourself. Some people realizing right now that you're not as accessible as you was before Cancer season. Now Mercury's in the first house. You're going to start to develop more of a critical analysis of why you even felt like you had to do some of them things. Bringing more clarity as to why you had to do some things. But y'all got to make sure y'all not just communicating about yourselves right now. Mercury in the first house going to communicate about their damn selves. They're going to communicate about things they personally into all the time. So you want to use that to your advantage. Make sure you're personally expressing yourself in the right areas, giving people certain awareness about your personal business that you want to connect, your personal creative endeavors that you want to connect. Off rip, one of the most creative signs in the goddamn real creative placement to have, being a water rising, on top of that being a Cancer rising, you know, with that moon influence in the first house. Y'all gonna react and respond and put your heart into what you want to personally manifest. Okay? And the more y'all have a direct intention of how y'all do that, y'all start playing around in y'all first house. Anything y'all want in this first house, y'all attract that shit. You feel me? So Mercury in the first house, y'all about to learn to be a bit more, you know, rational when it comes to how you have more tact, possibly strategizing certain things in the first house. Don't overthink things dealing with your personal issues right now. Mercury brings overthinking. Okay, so things that you already personally invested in before Mercury got into this house, guys, make sure that you continue with them plans. Use Mercury to see the details in them things instead of think you out of ideas. Mercury good for that. Even though Mercury bring ideas, it's more technical based. So it could point out on how we can't do something though, how something can't work as well. You can't, we already know we can't feed them type of ideas or thoughts when it's something we know we subconsciously want to do. All right. The more you feed and think that you can't do something or you have a certain limitation, the more you bringing that into fruition. Okay. So Mercury in the first house, y'all got to understand that, you know, be careful how much y'all talk about y'all personal shit though, from a selfish point of view though. Okay. But y'all gonna have to gift the gab right now when it comes to making sure y'all spreading awareness about what y'all personally into, what y'all trying to personally connect to individuals. Gonna be really critical of yourself though. Be highly critical of self right now. So don't be too hard on yourself, Cancer risings. It's not the time to be so hard on yourself. You already did a bunch of evolving this season. You already did a bunch of personal. You went through a personal evolution this season. Take the time to start. And y'all know y'all deal with the past. Y'all know y'all deal with the past too. So Mercury come in this motherfucker now and have y'all rethinking a whole bunch of things that's behind. That's all that shit is behind your personal revolution. Evolution. You already transformed all that already. Okay, you don't need to go back to syncing all of that unless we about to use that situation for right now. We don't need to sink into that right now. Okay. Anything that needs to be applied to your future, to your present, universe will utilize a person, place, or thing to send you that reminder. You don't got to drain your mind in the past right now. All right, guys? And we all good for that right now, Mercury and Cancer. We all good for being mentally lost in the past with some old shit, some previous shit right now. We can't let that shit hold us back right now. Shit happened already. If you could control, thank you, Lady H. If you can't just stick to controlling what you can, okay? And if it's not, it's giving Bishop Bora. Where my handkerchief? Sister Mary, I should have went and got my handkerchief before I started the service. Can you look back over there in the, I just hate going back and forth from the pulpit back to the backstage. Can you just go back there, Sister Mary? Or Sister Mary's not here. It's Brother Adrian here. Where's Brother Adrian at? Brother Adrian always got my back. Hold on, church. Excuse me, church. Yeah, but I keep my handkerchiefs. I keep my handkerchiefs in the back next to where we keep all that extra money from the donations. Right there. All right. Yeah, we're gonna do donations right after this. Yeah, I know I didn't start the service yet, but we could still get the first donation going. All right. Okay. All right, church. Sorry, back church. Got my handkerchief. I'm good to go. So anyways, back to the word of the Cancerians in the first house. Church be doing too much now, right, bro? Star Helmsman, y'all tap into Star Helmsman too. My brother's a whole artist, doing all type of covers on the piano. And that's the one instrument I want to learn how to. That's the one instrument I have on my bucket list. I want to learn how to produce before it's all said and done, and I want to learn how to play the goddamn piano. I'm gonna learn how to do that shit, but the church has been acting up lately, family. Church has been acting up lately. COVID done had. I hate saying that word, but this era done got churches changing all type of shit. Motherfuckers is taking donations at the door. Donations start at the door now. Just to get in the Zoom class, church is doing. Church is doing Zoom sessions. You gotta pay to get in the Zoom session. You're like, you calling your pastor? You've been a part of the church 6 years. You're like, Pastor, sorry if you started the service already. I don't know, this Zoom link not working. Yeah, sister, have you sent the Cash App to Brother Adrian? Huh? Sister, have you sent a Cash App to Brother Adrian to get inside the Zoom? Like, so I gotta give an offering donation to get in the Zoom call, and then y'all gonna have 3 more donations too. Yes, sister, that's what we sent in the email to all the members of the church. Like, come on, Pastor. We know times is rough right now. But damn. God damn. Shout out to all the pastors and preachers out there, man. Shout out to all the pastors and preachers. Y'all doing a little too much in these churches. And y'all ODing with the offerings. Niggas will drag that plate 3-4 times through one verse. You ain't even finished the first verse, Pastor. We at least finish a verse. Get into your monologue, then we get the offering. Niggas is up and down the aisles during the verse breakdown. Zoom payment is crazy. So that's what we dealing with Mercury in the first house, guys. Gotta be careful you're not overly critical of yourself personally. You're gonna be seeing a lot of things too here personally that the sun had you picking up on things you wasn't seeing before. Mercury is just here to get more of a technical breakdown on how you could do things more effectively, rationally in this first house now. All right. The sun correlates to more feeling. Mercury correlates to more thinking. Okay. The sun feels and expresses. Mercury processes information and is curious. Okay. So we don't want to sink into the past too much. Cancer is in the first house. All right. Cancer rises. Second house. All right. Mercury changes in the second house. So Cancer in the second house. This is my what? This is my could be my Cancer risings. These are my Gemini risings. Y'all have been influenced this whole season, whether you've been active or not in the second house with the sun transit in your second house. The things that you're good at, your talents, how you could build stability using these things have been in your face. Whether a person, place, or thing had to remind you this shit over and over, second house, whether you felt the natural inspiration of the sun in your second house, building up your self-worth, your value system, what you feel like you value in yourself, and you started to thrive with that, gain some more momentum. That's what the sun does in the second house. Cancer is a private energy. Cancer is subconscious. It works behind the scenes. It doesn't mind staying hidden. So when you got Cancer in certain houses, that house can stay a little subconscious. So when you got the Cancer in the second house, yeah, you got a sacred connection with your creative abilities. You got a sacred connection with what is it you feel like you have to offer to the world, your ideals about things, what you feel like you could do business-wise, but it could stay a little subconscious. It could take you a little extra time to work that. But this house deal with time anyways. Okay? So you just don't want to stay behind the scenes with these energies. So Mercury, the sun in the second house, been trying to shine a light on your self-worth, been trying to build up your self-esteem. All right? Been trying to inspire you to get active and plant seeds into your value system. And what is it you trying to stabilize in this lifetime? Trying to help you to see how you could get an extra bag. All right? This Cancer season. So now Mercury transit in this house. Mercury get analytical as hell. Mercury get critical as hell what it feel like it has. Y'all fuck around and be looking in the mirror. This is an easy placement. Mercury in the second house, start talking yourself out of things that you want to creatively invested in. Certain creative projects you ready to get off the ground. Mercury starts seeing things that could go wrong with it. You want to use Mercury to to fix things if you are able to notice it. That's another thing with Mercury ruled signs, especially Virgos, more than Geminis. Trying to fix things that ain't broke. Just because you noticed it. Just because you noticed it doesn't have to be fixed right now. Just because you noticed it, you don't have to press the issue. Just because you noticed it don't mean it's a real issue. You just noticed some shit. All right? Just because you noticed some shit don't got to be expressed. Doesn't have to be heavy on your mind. Okay? Sometimes we be fucking up the flow of relationships at times. It be certain things you could have just kept to yourself. You ain't even have to say all that. It's the first date. You have to bring up all that with your ex and like you doing too much. Let this first date flow a little bit. We're gonna have time to talk about your past traumas. We're gonna have time to talk about, things that's negatively affecting you in life. Maybe we on a first date. You got me thinking you're gonna be doing this every day. Sometimes we be talking a little too much, expressing a little too much. Y'all learn to let things flow. Mercury in the second house, Mercury's here to develop all different type of plans and ideas on how to work your creative endeavors, but you want to keep it on that positive shift instead of thinking yourself out of creative things you already invested in. This house is the garden house. This is the house we deal with our value system. All right? This is the house where we feel like this is the I have house. Okay? So when you got the Holy Ghost spirit came over, you got the Holy Ghost. I don't want to get into my real pastor bag. Y'all gonna have me get in my real pastor bag. Brother Adrian, y'all gonna really have me. When the pastor start doing this right here, that's when you know, oh shit. Pastor puffing his collar. Start looking around. That's when you know Pastor really about to, he got a real word for the church today. Start doing this shit right here. You ain't even sweating yet, but he know he about to be sweating soon after he get done with the word. So he just trying to pre-cool himself down. He's like, yeah, I was up last night reading the scriptures. I couldn't wait to come. Couldn't wait to bring this word to the church this morning. Couldn't wait to bring this word. But we about to get into it. Everybody turn to Matthew 17:6. So anyways, when we're looking at that second house, the Mercury, this is the earth house. You know, earth houses is career oriented. Career influences, right? Just no church finna run an extra 2 hours. Oh man. Reception, forget getting to reception early. The kids, man, kids be mad as hell when church start going. Grandma don't be mad. Grandma don't be mad as shit. Like, oh my God, boy. This is why I love this pastor. He just goes above and beyond with the word. Service supposed to be over 2 hours ago. This pastor did 2 hours over service. Grandma don't care that the service went on. She happy as hell. She appreciative as hell that we getting some extra word. Not the kids. You know when we was young in church, we just couldn't wait to get to motherfucking eat after the motherfucker. Just want to hurry up and eat. Go back home. It's Sunday, man. I got school tomorrow. Why I only got 2 days in the weekend, and then one of them is church. Let alone you in choir. Let alone you actually, your parents got you in Bible study and shit. You're like, all right, y'all doing too much. Y'all doing too much. I got 2 days from school and y'all gonna just bombard Sunday with the Holy Spirit. Damn. I just wanted to eat. Talk to my crush in the choir and go home. That's it. I know I ain't gonna do nothing with my crush. She's strict as hell. She's 7-day Adventist. Like, we in a 7-day Adventist church. Her mom's strict as hell. I just like to flirt with her and shit. But shit, I can't even do that in Bible study. They strict as hell in Bible study. Boro, cut it out. Now read that verse. Like, all right, Sister Mary, calm your ass down. All right, let me stop playing with y'all. It'd be this Cancer energies. Cancers are comedians. So that's another thing. We got 2 planets to Cancer. Everybody gonna be fucking playing around right now. This next week. Everybody gonna be a comedian. That's a whole nother thing. So let me stop playing around. That'd be a whole extra hour on the live, just me being a damn goofball with y'all. Patties and Kool-Aid. Is the comments too. Y'all be having me go off on the patties and Kool-Aid. Church food be busting. God damn. Church food be busting. I ain't gonna lie. Calm your ass down, Mary. What did you say, Boro? Nothing. Oh, that's what I thought. Because you 12 years old talking like that in the house of the Lord. I went to Catholic high school for the majority of my life, so I went to high school in the Bronx. We ignorant as hell. It don't matter if you went to public school or I went to an all-boy Catholic school. All right? So we ignorant as hell. We be in confession playing around. Niggas be in confession like, hey, pastor, I'm gay. Niggas be playing around too much. Like, yeah, in confession, playing around. At mass, doing the most. They used to be mad at me because I told you I slept through school. So niggas be in confession. Niggas be in confession. Pastor, I robbed somebody last week. I put this on everything. Niggas played a little too much. I used to be in Catholic all-boy high school. Like, yo, how's this Catholic school? It ain't nothing but delinquents in this motherfucker. And I wasn't no angel myself. And I'm looking at other niggas thinking, I'm like, yo, I'm really in Catholic school. And we really demons in here. I know these teachers really be going home crying to their partners. Like, I can't do this no more. Like, I think I'm going to go back to teaching elementary or some shit. These young boys be bugging. You feel me? So niggas couldn't stand me in mass. It got to the point, because y'all know in mass, we be having mass in them half days. It'd be a half day of school. So school end early, but we still got to go to mass. Man, you know how hard it was for me to stay awake in that bullshit? You know how hard it was for me to stay awake? They be giving niggas detention because of that shit. Them niggas' radar was on me walking into the church. Felt like OJ walking into a goddamn trial. Like, damn, these niggas, they waiting for me to go to sleep. Y'all can't wait to give me detention. Like, y'all wake up in the morning thinking about me just to send me to detention. Like, yeah, when you mad as hell, you always getting in trouble at school. You always looking for excuses. You always blaming shit. You always trying to make it seem like the teacher doing his job, like he lame, like he or she lame for doing his job. Like, yo, you really wake up in the morning just to wait for me to fall asleep so I could go to detention? You start trying to poke holes at the teacher's personal life. Kids be knowing what they be doing, and that's the problem. A lot of parents don't be listening to their goddamn children. Kids be knowing what they be talking about. Teachers start thinking in his head like, how this little motherfucker knew I was thinking about his ass last night before I went to bed. Little delinquent motherfucker. He knew damn well he's a little nuisance in my life. So yeah, I used to be at them teachers. Sometimes I be thinking about how I didn't get kicked out of school, but I knew if I got kicked out of high school, I would have got kicked out of my home. So that's probably why I was able. I would be in Nigeria teaching astrology right now. So back to Mercury in the second house. This is a careers of Earth house. All right, that's it. I'm really done. I'm done joking. Yeah, that's enough jokes for today. Mercury in the second house dealing with our value system. So it's like when we have Mercury in the Earth house, this was about to be on your mind, the bag, career issues right now. You need to work with Mercury here instead of letting Mercury work against you in the second house. You can't be overly critical about what is it that you're trying to stabilize in this house and what you feel like you have. You got to see how you could use Mercury to develop the right plan to use things. Once again, you already got Cancer here. So you care a lot about what you feel like you have. All right. You keep a lot of things that, you value private. So when it comes to the people, places, and things you value, that shit private. That shit behind the scenes. That shit hidden. Only your close friends know that shit. Only people that knew you for a minute know that shit. So Mercury's prone to communicate about some shit wherever it's at too. So when it comes to people you value, yeah, you may want a conversation with them right now too. Okay? When it comes to certain creative endeavors that you value jumping into right now, you may have low patience with people getting in the way of you trying to dive into that right now. And you tell a motherfucker about themselves right now, Mercury in the second house. So you willing to, as private as you are with the second house, you willing to communicate how much you care about this house. So we don't want to just jump into the super communication aspect, but we want to make sure Mercury's here to develop some ideas and plans how to work this house. By the time Mercury's out this house, guys, we should have a whole new clarity of how you're able to use what you have, your talents, okay, your value system in order to build more stability. It's going to be a lot of business ideas flowing in this house right now. It's going to be a lot of business conversations flowing in this house right now. Be open to that and don't talk yourself out of nothing that you haven't exercised yet, but it looks good. It got potential. Don't talk yourself out that shit, okay? Third house. This is my Taurus rising. Gemini. This is the Gemini house, but Mercury's home here. So when we get into the third house, dealing with our familiar surroundings, huge influence on how we learn to communicate, all right, and our communication style, our familiar people, places, and things that we're familiar with, okay, our pastimes, things we developed in our childhood, emphasis on siblings, and I like to say the knowledge that we also developed, in this lifetime from our local surroundings, our familiar environment. The third house show you how much of a product of your environment we all products of our environment, but the third house show you for real how you a product of your environment. So I look at somebody's third house, I already know what your ass was dealing with in this third house. You got Cancer in the third house, yeah, you was dealing with some emotional roller coasters in your third house. You may have was going through some emotional roller coasters with your siblings, going through some emotional roller coasters with certain early friendships in life, because your heart was in everything dealing with them. So you may have took a lot of things personal with your friends, then realize your friends ain't really mean bad. It's just that you held them to a certain standard, but now they know like you that emotionally invested. Like, damn, she really got my back. He or she really got my back. Like, all right, and make sure I don't do them like that. And make sure I don't keep that information away from them like that. We going through them type of situations with friends in school and shit. Cancer in the third house. You got the moon ruling this house, so you react to a lot in your environment. You react to a lot of situations with your siblings. Your sibling could be acting like a damn brat. And there's something about you with this, especially if you got water energy. There's something about this moon influence third house will have you feeling like you gotta explain to your sister or your sibling how she's out of line when she need to realize that shit on her own. That ain't your responsibility. Ain't your responsibility. You over caring, overcompensating with your friendships and whatnot. Cancer in the third house. Hell no. You're going to be exert. If you out here teaching everybody how to deal with their emotions, every time some shit happens in this third house, you ain't going to have no emotion left with your damn self. You're going to be drained. All right? So, Cancer just get over caring here. Okay? So people realize how loyal of a friend you are. People realize how reliable and loyal of a sibling you are. But it may go through some situations of emotional roller coasters early in life. Okay, and then you care a lot about the environment. Cancers in the third house is a lot. Taurus rising, y'all end up caring about your environment a lot of the time. So y'all end up wanting to find ways to support your environment, support your community. A lot of Taurus risings could be activists for their community a lot of the time, being the ones to take some. And then you a Taurus rising, so you personally manifest support. Earth is ruled by Taurus, so you got Taurus in your sun moon rising, like. People lean on you for stability. So you having that energy personally is like you using that energy to understand how to build for your community a lot of times with that Cancer in the third house. So now you got Mercury up in here. Mercury home here. Mercury love being in this house because it's like, woo, this is the best place to communicate and analyze. My local surroundings, relationships, familiar relationships, siblings. All right, I get to reflect on knowledge that I already gained and see how I could reapply that knowledge during this transit. Because the third house do deal with developing knowledge, creative endeavors, creative ideas as well. Okay, so it's like the Mercury field is running free here. So this is what the mind is going to be on. A lot of your familiar friendships, period. You real critical of your friends right now. You sizing up what their life is like compared to yours, seeing if you need to distance them. Like I love you. You gonna have to tell yourself that you love your friend, but right now, this is where your mind is at, and her mind is here. So you got to separate that right now. You got to okay. I got my mind, you may have a certain focus in this area, but Mercury in the third house going to make you realize, like, I know this is your close friend, but they party every weekend. So, if you just cling on to them the rest of the summer, all them goals that you got, you ain't about this. That's all I can say about them shits. All them goals you got this summer is if you cling on to her partying all summer. So you realizing the habits. That's what Mercury's doing here. Mercury in Gemini, Mercury in the third house, people, this is what they do all day, every day. They know how to analyze their relationships and see how it affects them. They know how to analyze who's reciprocating and putting energy into certain relationships. They're word savvy. So even though you got Cancer here, Mercury transiting the third house, you're going to be able to articulate certain ways to communicate to people that you connected to. It may be certain things you may want to convey and express to certain close friends or whatnot. And, it's hard for you to understand how to say the shit to them, how to communicate to them that you feel like they attach into a bad habit, or or it may have been hard to tell your friend, like, I think your partner cheating on you. I think your partner doing you wrong. You gonna know how to articulate that shit right now. You're going to develop all the words possible with Mercury in the third house and understanding how to convey that message. Your forms of communication have more impact right now. But people are also more critical about how you communicate, though. Okay, so as much as your communication method has more of an impact, people are way more critical of your relationships, the people that you're around, and how you communicate. So it's like you got to watch what you say right now. People hold all that shit against you. People hold anything you say right now against you. Okay, but you're definitely about to peep a lot of things in your familiar surroundings from an analytical level and understand how to construct an idea on how to work to filter something out your familiar space or bring something in your familiar space. Okay, you about to notice what's negative and positive here, but actually be able to analytically process how to work on it or how to communicate towards it or whatnot. Okay. Mercury in the third house, Mercury's really curious. So right now, we're real expressive too with energies in Leo and whatnot. Sun getting ready to go into Leo. Mercury will be in, the sun is only going to be in Cancer for a little bit of this transit. The most of Mercury in Cancer, the sun is going to be in Leo. So you got to make sure, you real conscious of how you communicate what you see. Mercury in this house is going to have you see things. You're gonna be seeing things with Mercury, dealing with your relationship, dealing with your friendships, possibly the home environment and your siblings. You're gonna see things about your familiar surroundings with the people. Maybe you got a roommate, maybe y'all in college or whatever it is. It's things that you're gonna peep right now about your familiar surroundings, and you may not. Don't be so quick to impulsively communicate it just because you see it. But make sure you process certain situations and understand what can happen after you communicate these things to certain individuals. All right? You fuck around, you see your partner, your friend's partner, one of your close friend's partner with somebody else in a store or something. So you got a girlfriend and you see her nigga in the store with another girl. And then you so quick to run. You could have went and addressed her partner in the mall like, yo, who's this and what you doing? You ain't want to do all that. You thought you had it all together. You just saw what you saw. You called your homegirl. You telling her what's up. The whole time that was her cousin. He was trying to get the right birthday gift for her. And now you just fucked everything up. The surprise is done now. He can't even surprise her right. So it's like impulsive communication. You thinking you sizing up every situation mentally off the rip. You gotta be careful. You gotta be able to process things when you notice things in your familiar surroundings right now, especially with your close familiar relationships. And once again, expect some of your friends to be really critical of you. So if you want better for yourself, if you're doing things for yourself independently right now, like this might be a time certain individuals that you be around or associate yourself may have some stupid shit to say to you right now. They gonna make it try to sound like it's constructive criticism. They really just talking some bullshit or pushing off or projecting on you or pushing insecurities on you. So you got to be careful of that right now. Mercury in the third house. But once again, Mercury loves to be here. Okay. So it's like y'all going to find all the right ways to convey and communicate things to people that need to hear some shit right now. And when it comes to how you deal with your relationships, Mercury's about to make sure they nip everything in the bud and understand, how to move with certain individuals with clarity right now. Okay. Sun already been transiting this house. So you already been growing your awareness of how you deal with your relationships, how you deal with communication, who's accessible to you in this house. Sun transiting your air house. You've been influenced to be action oriented with how you deal with connecting and relating to individuals. So with Mercury here, it's like, okay, now that I distance myself, just in case this conversation come up, I know exactly how to articulate shit so this person don't get shit twisted. So the relationship don't get burnt though. It's not like we burning a bridge with the relationship. I don't want to burn a bridge. This still the homie. This still my home girl. But we got to make sure bygones got to be bygones after this. Just because I'm on my independent show, or I feel like I had to distance myself from my social circle to have a certain peace of mind about something. Once again, Mercury in Cancer, peace of mind. Okay? So that's what we got going on there too. Oh yeah, and then Mercury in the third house too. Y'all can manifest a lot of conversations right now that throw your schedule the fuck off right now. One conversation, you just really call your friend. You call your friend how to you just really want to find out how to make blueberry pancakes, and now your ass been on the phone all goddamn day. You just trying to get you a recipe. Whole schedule's fucked up though. Y'all just, my bad, y'all plugging my charger. So that's what we dealing with Mercury in that third house. Now let's speed it up a little bit, y'all. I was joking a little bit too much early into that. Cancer in the fourth house, Aries rising. All right. You went through a whole evolution, especially since the new moon, with how you deal with your emotional state. Y'all been going through the most emotional roller coasters more than anybody. Y'all definitely y'all in Zen mode right now. That's who I said was in Zen mode. Aries rising right now. Y'all not really seeing the Aries rising right now. They hibernating right now. Y'all not really seeing them like that. They in their own bag right now, trying to get their own solitude, privacy, their personal intentions together, trying to understand how their privacy, solitude affect their personal life, how it improves their personal life. You know, Aries rises, they really understanding, you know, they already real individual. But having Cancer in this fourth house, you know, y'all really been diving into situations this season where y'all understanding how pivotal, how productive it is to be in your own space and not allow certain issues in the family environment to make you feel a way about things you're doing personally. A lot of Aries rising, y'all deal with that clash with Cancer in the fourth house, Aries in your first house. You real personally passionate about certain things, but you know, based off how your family is with Cancer in there, they care so much about certain things you're doing in the first house, and it's like it's almost like you gotta always compromise or transform based off what your parents want from you or whatnot, or you a real transformative influence in your family environment by default, and you don't be trying to, you just be doing you. So right now, y'all probably got in a space this season where y'all finally got that peace of mind. Y'all finally found that private space, all right, and it's helping you to bring a lot of clarity to the things that you personally invested in. Mercury transit in the fourth house. Now, you know, the mind is super on the emotions. You got Mercury transiting a water house. So, you know, y'all definitely going to want to remain in y'all solitude if y'all haven't already jumped into it, okay? But you can be real critical of how you deal with your emotions right now. So y'all got to make sure, you know, decisions that you make to protect your emotions, to feel more comfortable, that people's critique about it. Wherever Mercury is at, this is where we're going to get critiqued and criticized by default. By default, all right? You know, even the house you have Mercury and people probably talk about you a lot when it comes to that house. And you don't even realize it. You know, I got Mercury in the 10th house. I already know a lot of people be talking about my social status. And like, I'm talking about people that like personally know me. Like, yeah, Boro be doing that astrology shit. Like, yeah, that nigga be on some spirit. I already know people talk about. That's what they gossip about. If my name is being brought up behind my back, a lot of it has to do with that shit. My social status, career, how I'm projected to the world. So y'all need to check Mercury in y'all natal too to get a heads up on that shit. Y'all probably start realizing like, damn, that make a whole lot of sense. You know, every time I do find out motherfuckers is talking about me, it is correlating to this area. Okay? That's what Mercury be at. Mercury, the sun is where people is going to be seeing from the outside looking in. The house Mercury is in is going to be an area that you're going to be dealing with criticism. And people going to talk about that area a lot. You know? And Mercury ain't never too far from the sun. It's either in the sign that you got the sun in, previously behind in the sign previous to your sun, or the sign ahead of your sun. So if you got Mercury and the sun in the same house, that house is on front street. Okay, so Mercury in the fourth house, you know, things dealing with the family and home environment may dominate the mind right now, and you got to make sure that you're able to have to still have your peace of mind and your individuality without having a super compromise in the home. But your family members might be the first ones to be extra critical on you right now, you know? And then we be caring about our family members be having. We be caring what our parents have to say. So they be the first one that could throw our whole shit off because they gave us some constructive criticism when it came to something we really care about. When it comes to something we got going on in our homes, like, I don't even live with you no more. I got my own space. I got my own crib. I'm an adult now. You can't be pushing all your ideals on me. Like, come on, Ma. Come on, Pops. All right? With Mercury in the fourth house. And on top of that, Mercury is curious. So it's going to bring a little bit of a privacy of invasion in this house. All right? The fourth house deal with privacy. Fourth house deal with solitude. So by default, you're going to be dealing with a little bit of privacy of invasion in this house. By default, people are going to be real curious to know what you're doing when you at home, what you doing when you not at work, what you doing when you feel me, when they don't see you at this event, at this place you always go to when you at the gym or whatnot. People gonna be hella curious about what you got going on in your own private space, like boundaries. You already had the sun here, so you was learning how to develop boundaries. You were learning how to cultivate your private space some more. You was taking more action on making sure, you know, your emotions are protected or they're made apparent to others that you're connecting with. So with Mercury here, you gonna be influenced to be more communicative about how you truly feel about shit with Mercury in the fourth house for sure. Okay? but definitely going to be developing more ideas on how to deal with the home space, all right? More ideas on how to deal with people, places, and things that are emotionally connected to here. Mercury in the fourth house could have situations in the home or situations, once again, with the family members dominate the mind. So you wake up in the morning, you have one conversation with your mom or something, and she says some shit to you about some shit. That shit fucking with you for the rest of the day. That shit fucking with you for the rest of the day. You can't even really put your mind to anything else because what happened with your family or what happened inside the home is heavy on the head. And you can't even think right. So it's like you got to be able to have that boundary right now with family. Family be tripping sometimes, y'all. Our family members be tripping sometimes. You may have to do a lot of mediating in the home right now, Mercury in the fourth house. Wherever Mercury's transiting, we're going to have a lot of conversations going on. Maybe a lot of conversations you got to have had in the fourth house. Okay? About a couple of things. You know, probably ain't speak to some siblings, ain't speak to some family members. You might just get that call from your mom talking about your aunt was asking for you. She told you she other family members telling you to call other family members out this motherfucker. Your mom telling you to call your aunt. And you're like, damn, every time my mom tell me to call my aunt asking me for money. My aunt be making it seem like to my mom that she really just missed me. But when I call my mom, when I call my aunt, she be wanting money. So y'all be dealing with that shit. Y'all be dealing with mad family members going back and forth, conversation in the home, and having to address things when it comes to people you really care about. Once again, the fourth house deal with the home and family matters. But it's also dealing with, you know, people and environments you consider home. So once again, like, you may have lived with your parents, but your friends, your best friend's house could have been home. Your grandparents' crib could have been home. You know, your basketball environment could have been home for you. And then when you actually go home, you're like, man, I can't wait to go back to school and then go to practice. That could have been home for you. So it should be different for us. Home be a whole lot of different things for us. We got some individuals that we connect to that are like family members more than our family members. All right. So that just shows you that right there. That just shows you that right there. Okay. So just got that call. I don't want to talk about family members. We could get thrown in the middle of mad shit right now. Our family members mad curious about what you got going on in that fourth house. So you need to keep your mind, Aries rising. You need to keep your mind on your solitude keep your mind on how your solitude and forms of privacy is actually playing out for you positively in your personal life. And don't be letting family members project on you. You know, you take responsibility. You know, you be there for your loved ones. I ain't saying leave your loved ones to dry, but you know the thin line between y'all doing too much. Y'all could have took care of that. Y'all ain't have to call me. Y'all ain't have to call me for this one. Y'all know that. Y'all just want to drag me into this. That's what y'all may be dealing with right now. Mercury in the fourth house. Okay? But y'all definitely still in Zen mode. Mercury transit for y'all definitely in Zen mode. Y'all may still want to stay in Zen mode even when, once the sun gets into Leo, y'all going to be a bit charged up because y'all fire rising sign. So y'all going to be a bit charged up. I was going to say y'all may want to stay in Zen mode, but nah, y'all just fires. That's y'all season. This is a fire season. Okay? But that's what y'all dealing with for the most part, Mercury in this house. And you're going to be able to develop more solutions and find more clarity with things inside the household. All right? So any issues within the home, literally when it comes to things in your physical house, you know, maybe certain things wrong with your goddamn physical house. Like you going to want to start fixing that shit or want to paint that. Mercury analyzes, it critiques, so it's going to see what can be fixed in the home as well. All right, emotionally, spiritually, and physically, and realistically. Okay, Mercury's trying to tune all of that up. Mercury in the fifth house, Cancer in the fifth house. All right, this is my Pisces risings. Okay, so y'all been going through Pisces rising. Y'all been going through a whole evolution with how y'all deal with creative expression. Y'all been pushed and forced to express yourselves. The fifth house deals with, this is the creative house. This is this house deals with the stage, the spotlight. Okay, our creative endeavors, entertainment on all levels. How we like to entertain others and what we like to be entertained by. You appreciate that, bro. You already know, man. Just by default, the signs and planets you have in this house gonna influence a whole lot of what movies you like, what music you like. I be having to go reread on the stuff you be talking about, tapping myself. No, and we all have to do that, man. We all have to do that. You know, my studies don't stop. My studies do not stop. You know, I was just I had a reading today, and we was just talking about like you can't call yourself a master with anything. Once you start doing that, you put in a cap and limit in everything you're dealing with. So I'm more of a lifetime student of the stars more than an astrologer. You feel me? But when we get into that fifth house, yeah, we dealing with having fun. Now we on the fifth house. We in the fifth house right now. Yeah, we dealing with having fun, entertainment, creative expression, all that. So when Mercury get in this house, you know, Mercury starts developing plans and ideas on how to deal with his creativity. Mercury starts getting extra critical about its own creative expression here. So things that you was already, this is my Pisces rising, so things that y'all was already creatively invested in, like you may have, I put it like this, whenever we have Mercury hitting creative houses, expression houses, it get a little blurry here, because remember, Mercury deal with like the details, the information, the facts. Creativity ain't so linear the way Mercury is. Creativity is imagination. Creativity don't have a shape and form. You give it the shape and form. You mold it. All right? You create it. So ain't nobody governing that but you. But once Mercury come in here and start trying to put too much numbers and facts and squares and lines on things, that's when we start stunting our creativity. So you want to use like Mercury in the fifth house, you be ready to put out, you probably ready to put out the dopest mixtape this summer. The shit was 20 tracks at first, but then you was like, nah, niggas got short attention deficit. There's too many bangers on the mixtape. This is too many bangers on the mixtape to just have to go over your head. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna drop the single, and I'm gonna just follow up with a good eight track mixtape. This about to shake the summer up. Now Mercury's in your fifth house. You getting ready to drop the mixtape. You start looking at the track list like, you for the whole past month, whole Cancer season, you was good on that idea. You was comfortable with it. You saw every reason why you changing it to be 8 tracks and everything was perfect. You really started shooting the video for the first single. Mercury get in that fifth house and start overthinking a little bit too much when it comes to creativity. Like, bro, you already had the plan. You already had it organized with how you was dealing with your creativity. The sun is in the fifth house, Pisces rises. You already gained an awareness and more clarity on how you dealing with expressing yourself. Don't let Mercury come here and start overthinking your creative expression. Use Mercury to understand how to put things in order, how to strategize your expression some more. Okay? You may decide to make the track list 10 tracks now, or make it 6. But once you start overthinking and you should even drop the mixtape, now you know you bugging. Now you know you on the negative aspect of Mercury in the fifth house. Now you wildin'. Like, how we go from 20 tracks to 8, now you just don't want to drop it no more. So what we going to do with all this heat? What we going to do with all these potential hits right here? Okay? Mercury talking you out of your creativity. Mercury got you getting too logical, too rational with your creativity. It's a firehouse. Let that shit out. So, Sun in the fifth house was influencing you, Pisces risings, to push it out, to express it. All right, to get more action oriented with your creative abilities, and to make sure y'all overall expressing yourself more, standing up for your form of expression, whether it's in your relationship, in your home, making sure people don't just walk over your expression. Mercury in this house is going to help you to write a more fire song. Mercury in this house is helping y'all to see the details, on how you could. It's helping you be a better critique of your creative expression. But y'all can't be talking yourself out of shit, though. Mercury could do that here. Mercury can do that here. Okay? People that have Mercury in the fifth house are creative minds because their mind is always on creativity. I just tweeted yesterday, people with Mercury in fire signs, especially Mercury in Leo, are some of the best critiques of creativity. So if they have a YouTube channel critiquing music, they're going to generate a lot of people, because people are going to really love how in-depth and how dope their analysis of that album was. All right? Or these new singles motherfucking Beyonce is dropping and shit. Or these your fashion judges. Mercury and fire. So a lot of y'all Mercury and fires, y'all Mercury and fires, y'all be seeing some of the outfits y'all friends be wearing. Y'all like, I would never wear them shoes with that. But to each his own. And if I say something, it's gonna come off hating, but whatever. All day, every day, Mercury, especially Mercury and Leo. But Mercury and Leo do too much. Mercury and Leo is gonna communicate that shit though. Mercury and Leo gonna come out like, Mercury and Leo just push out. Mercury and fire just pushes out too, period. It just expresses. Mercury and Aries is not as wild as Mercury and Leo and Sagittarius as far as impulsive communication. Mercury and Leo and Sagittarius can have some impulsive ass communication. Mercury and Sagittarius be a number one. Mercury and Sagittarius don't be giving no fucks about what they be expressing, what they be communicating. They don't think of, and they don't think too hard on it. So that's the thing. They'll express something, Mercury and Sagittarius, and then you be thinking hard about it. They didn't really think about that hard about it. They got you thinking hard about some shit they wasn't even there. They just expressed some shit. That's it. And now you bring it up. They're like, damn, I almost forgot I even said that. Like, you still on that? Mercury and Sagittarius. You're debilitated there. So it be expressing what's on, like, it be expressing shit from an abstract point of view, from a spiritual point of view and shit. So there's a little illusion. It'll be shooting out a little bit of illusions and misunderstandings here. But that Mercury in the 5th house, you got the power to have a whole critical analysis of your creative expression. So in this house, you gonna know when you didn't express yourself the way you were supposed to. You gonna know Mercury in the 5th house when there was an opportunity to express yourself a certain way, especially creatively. You feel me? This season I'm trying to hold my tongue and chin. You gonna know when there was an opportunity you should have expressed yourself a certain way and you didn't. Mercury in the 5th house, and that's what you're gonna be pondering on, especially with Cancer here, reflecting and replaying. Okay. So there's a thin line between criticizing, giving ourselves constructive criticism with our forms of self and creative expression, and then overthinking ourselves out of doing something creative. It's a thin ass line. Y'all got to make sure y'all don't fall into that negative, side spectrum of that. Okay. Mercury in the 5th house. People are about to be real critical of all these goddamn C's. People are about to be real critical of your creative expression and how you express yourself, period. Somebody gonna have something to say about your outfit right now. Somebody gonna have something to say about your song in the studio. When you gotta make sure you're not bringing anybody into the studio right now. Somebody gonna have something to say about how you express yourself right now. So y'all gotta be able to understand y'all got Mercury in the 5th house and y'all not supposed to entertain everything. Okay? So if it's a loved one, somebody that you already trust their opinion and whatnot, you already trust their input, cool. But when y'all just got anybody coming at y'all right now, y'all got to be careful right now. Y'all got to really see that shit and make sure that critique is not what's about to suppress how you deal with some form of creative expression in some type of way. But the mind is definitely this is what the mind is on, transiting in the 5th house. So, diving in your creative endeavors, that's huge right now. Like, diving into certain, Mercury in the 5th house does deal with fun. So Mercury in the 5th house right now, even though it's Cancer here, you got to feel comfortable to have fun. It has to be a comfortable environment, comfortable setting. All right, you got to be predetermined. You already got to know you was going to that party a week, 2 weeks before. Is the moon energy, so everything got to be comfortable here. But Mercury in the 5th house do want to flap his wings a little bit. You feel me? Experience summertime a little bit in this house. Okay, so opportunities to connect with others. Don't shy away from that, because you don't even know how you're gonna be able to. You don't even know what type of networking you might run into with Mercury in the 5th house. You don't know, because you're dealing with influence of creative expression, but Mercury influence conversation. So if you diving into Mercury in your 5th house, you may create conversation, contacts, connection with people who's invested in what you already deal with creatively. All right, so that's important to understand. Mercury in the 6th house. Okay, this is my Aquarius risings. Mercury in the 6th house, Cancer in the 6th house. Cancer, once again, Cancer builds an emotional connection with how it deals with scheduling, routining, and organizing. So, whether you're on your schedule or routine, whether you're someone to be on your routine or whatnot, you feel uncomfortable when you're not on top of your routine the way you're supposed to be. Okay? But for the most part, the moon in Cancer in the 6th house is always going to have you reacting to this area, like to what you're supposed to be working on, how you work on something. Okay, you put your heart into what you working. Once you, it might take a minute for you to build up to working on something, but once you in it, Cancer in the 6th house, you in it. Your heart is in that regiment. Your heart is in what you're working on. You're not there to waste your time. Once you in the gym, you do it with that 30 minutes, hour you in the gym. It may have been a bitch to get to the gym, Cancer in the 6th house, Aquarius risings. It may have been a bitch to get into the gym today. You almost told your trainer you wasn't coming in today. You almost cussed your trainer out, actually. Your trainer was like, yo, come on, what's up? I've been calling you. You've been calling you all morning. You ain't pick up. I need to know if you still in today. You almost cussed your trainer out. But you know what? You got yourself to the gym. And once you got there, you went hard that hour. Everything Cancer, wherever Cancer at, does it with his heart. So sometimes this is why we could be a little too we could overthink, okay? Because we already got our heart invested in some shit. So anything you got your heart invested in is gonna kind of by default make you overthink, because it's like you know how vulnerable you're making yourself. You know how much emotion you got into something. You don't want to feel unfulfilled. You don't want to feel like you're not about to have that emotion reciprocated. So you got that Mercury transit in that 6th house. This shit powerful. Mercury coming into the 6th house. The 6th house deal with your schedule routine, and Mercury's exalted here. It's home here. So that may be the only thing on your mind right now. And you're gonna be seeing what people, places, and things really don't support your regimen and schedule right now. The sun was helping you gain a lot of awareness on this. Okay? The sun was pushing you to evolve with your routine and regimen. This is my transit. So I know my schedule routine. I still came on this motherfucker late. I told you I was going to be here at 7 p.m. today. I came on 7:30. So I still been trying to, even though I've still been on black people timing. Regimen and schedule done upped for me this transit though. All right, I've been forced to take action and pay attention to schedule things better. Dealing with my goddamn routine better. All right, even if I slept in that day, or if I knew I was about to overwork some night, if I knew I was about to stay up one night and get extra work in, it was like, okay, I deserve to sleep in a little extra hour or two in the morning. But when I woke up, I got right back to it. So it's like you move a little way more efficient when you got the sun moving in certain earth houses, especially the 6th house. This is me. I'm realizing how important the 6th house is because of everyday shit. I didn't realize how emotionally connected I am with my everyday life. Yup. Cancer gonna bring that influence here. It's gonna bring that influence here. All right. So you can get easily exhausted here too with Cancer at times because you have your heart in this shit. And then when it comes to the 6th house, deal with regimen, health, fitness. Okay. So it gets to a point where it's like you got your heart so embedded in your routine and whatnot. By the end of the week, you taxed. How many times I came on live this Cancer season, or I was in my story, or by the end of the week, I'm like, yo, I'm done this week, y'all. I'm done this week. I ain't doing shit this weekend. I tell y'all with the moon transiting in with the weekend, y'all ain't really here for me. All right? So you got to learn how to take care of your 6th house energies. That's your health. That's your regiment right there. All right? That's how you take care of yourself in the 6th house. So you've been gaining a whole bunch of awareness about this the whole season. Now Mercury's in here. You about to see all the mistakes and errors you've been making in this house. You about to be hype that you've seen because Mercury is excited to be here. You got to remember that. Mercury's excited to be here in this house. So you about to be excited to see yo, you know what's funny about that, Brit? I thought my North Node was in another house for the longest too. And when I found out I was in a different house, I was like, oh shit. So I ain't even mad at you. You shared that. Shit, mind blowing, huh? Mind blowing. I already know. This is the community for it. So Mercury in the 6th house, that shit gonna play out in a way where you excited that you developing a new, because you done put so much work and so much action into your 6th house, or you being forced to pay attention to your routine and schedule and how you work on something so much, especially for those that got time to put that work in and see progress from their 6th house. It gets to a point now that Mercury is hyped to be here. You're going to be excited to work on your mistakes, work on your errors, because you're like, oh my God, I thought I was already doing shit in this house. Now, I didn't even realize I was working on that wrong. I didn't even realize I could have worked on that smarter. Mercury coming into this house to teach you how to work smarter. People with Mercury in the 6th house, they work smart. They hard workers, especially if they got the sun in this house. Okay? The sun and Mercury in the 6th house, they don't play about their goddamn schedule. You're not about to really get them to change their schedule for shit neither. Mercury though, Mercury in the 6th house is really here to help you learn how to work smart. So even if you feel like I said my body been taxed and shit, I've been mad tired, you know, trying to get certain content out and readings and trying to get my personal workout in and have my personal evenings to myself. Like that shit get taxing just trying to figure out how to do that shit. Mercury in the 6th house is going to help you understand how to do that shit. It's going to help you understand how to routine and schedule way better right now. Okay? Now, you know, this is going to be it's going to be a time where, you know, you could be real critical about your work, period. So we're in a constant evolution with everything we do in life, family. You can't let Mercury, just because it picks up on how you work on certain things or what you're able to produce, you can't have that ever be something that you know, just gets you to hit a complete stop. This is only to help you transform, evolve. You know, if anything, you want to be thankful that you was able to notice something so you can nip things in the bud. So Mercury's here to help you do all of that in the 6th house. Help you to do all of that shit. Okay? People right now, you may develop a lot of career conversation at the moment right now. Where Mercury's going to bring conversation where it's at. It's going to bring creative ideas where it's at when it comes to the workplace. And you could be under a lot of criticism right now, especially because it's exalted here. So you got to be able to be the bigger man in the workplace right now. When you're working on things that you're real passionate about, Cancer in the 6th house, that you got your heart in, you could be taking them things personal when people throw constructive criticism at you right now. So you got to be easy with that right now. You got to make sure that shit don't. You got to make sure that just because your cousin said you need to throw more ad-libs on the track, that you don't just motherfucking change the whole chorus. That's all they said. They think I need a little bit more ad-libs. That's all they said. You change the whole chorus. The first chorus hit. Nothing was. You could Mercury have your ass fix some shit that ain't broke because you just in super fix mode. You in Bob the Builder mode in this house. I think that's why Aquarius rising are unpredictable, because we have to feel like doing anything. Otherwise, we go. Yeah, Aquarius rises, man. That 6th house, the water in them earth houses. Got water in them earth houses, man. You know, so like I take it. You know, you already know we got some of the same. We got the same house alignments, damn near. You know, I got Pisces in that 2nd. You got Cancer in that 6th. Scorpio in that 10th. So it just be like, it'd be so much emotional roller coasters just going through career. Be the areas that like we be the most emotional about. People think we be down. There's that meme floating around. People think I be sad. People think I be depressed. I really just want 100K or some shit like that. That's how Aquarius rises be feel with the water in them earth houses. It's like, damn, if I was just a bit more stable in life, I'd be more comfortable. My emotions would be more settled. All right. So that's what you got going on with that Mercury transit in the 6th house. It's excited to go to work here. It's excited to see everything, all the mistakes, errors, or, you know, to add on to what we already been doing good, how to work smarter in this house. But be open to that criticism in this house, though. Be open to people criticizing your work, how you do things, how you work on things. It's like, motherfucker, either take a note or learn how to like build your own shit up here. Like I'm over here trying to learn how to work the smartest. This is gonna be a thin line between constructive criticism and hate wherever Mercury be at. Motherfuckers be hating a little bit where Mercury be at with their criticism. Just be wanting to critique shit for no reason. Okay? So that's what you got going there. And we have Earth in the water houses. Yeah, you know how that go. You know how that go. I'd be doing a little too much there. So that's what we got going on with that Mercury transiting the 6th house. Mercury transiting the 7th house. All right, let's wrap up this last second half. Now we got Mercury in the 7th house. The 7th house deal with one-on-one connections, relationships. All right, how we connect to others on a one-on-one way. How we connect to the external realm. How we relate our personality to the external realm. So when you got Mercury in the 7th house, you gonna be extra. Y'all about to be extra critical on your partner for no reason. Y'all tone it down. Now you gonna see shit your partner been doing that you ain't realized that your partner been doing this. Your partner been doing this. But now you got Mercury in the 7th house. You gonna act like it's some shit they just started doing. Now you gonna make it a big deal. Now your partner looking at you like your partner, y'all good. Mercury in the 7th house gonna have you seeing things that you ain't seen before in your relationship. So it's like your ability to critically analyze something and be compelled to communicate it. And this is the Cap rising. So Cap rising get a little something just told me to use the word vindictive. I don't know what that word really mean though. Research that shit. Because if that shit fits in with how I was gonna use it, that's that air sign shit I'm telling y'all about. We be trying to use words we don't know. Having or showing a strong, unreasoning desire for revenge. Alright, yeah, that's what vindictive means. But not vindictive. But earth signs could be a little. Earth risings. With Capricorn, let's talk about Capricorn rising. Just Capricorn rising, they have a Cancer in the 7th house. Capricorn rising could be a little. Cardinal signs are selfish. Cardinal signs are selfish by default. They could play out selfish energies. Aries, Libras, Cancers, and Capricorns. They're somewhat of the more selfish signs in the zodiac. Okay, so that Cancer in the 1st house, Cancer in the 7th house. Cancers be trying to make they want to wear the pants in their relationship. And then it's like they be having partners that be in their emotions and shit. And then it's like they trying to take initiative with everything in the relationship. So it's like now that you got Mercury transiting the 7th house, your Cancers can be vindictive in certain ways. It's 50 Cent. 50 Cent. Who's some other popular Cancers? Charlemagne the God has been very petty in many circumstances. Okay? So when you got motherfucking Mercury transit in the 7th house, you about to be real critical on your partner, and it may be you gotta chill, not be too critical about some stupid shit. You gotta really ask yourself, is this something your partner been doing? Okay? He got Saturn in Cancer though. I think he got Saturn conjunct his sun, so he opposite sign. Sometimes Saturn, he part of Saturn Cancer generation, so it's like you got the opposite sign in Cancer, and you got your sun by that shit, so it's gonna make a motherfucker cold hearted. Then his moon is in Gemini. They already don't deal with the emotions. They deal with they could develop all type of ideas and strategies about certain things, and they could show you different faces. So his Cancer sun, that water sun Gemini moon placement is different. Gemini moon, any water sun, Gemini moon, any water sun is crazy. Pisces sun, Cancer sun, Scorpio sun. I think you got 50 Cent, Gemini moon, Cancer sun. You got Future's a Gemini moon, Scorpio sun. Kanye West is a Gemini moon. Kanye West is a Gemini sun, Pisces moon. Still bugged. I love Kanye too. But we know Kanye is Kanye. So that's that. You feel me? Borrow my mother. I be telling people, she a Pisces sun. Nah, man. I bet you everybody love your mom. I bet you everybody love your mom though. I bet you they see that Pisces sun from your mom. Then your mom got the Gemini moon, so she know when your friends come around, how y'all doing? Y'all want food? Y'all good? Y'all Cha-Cha's coming down right now. But when you come in the house, she was all happy and shit when your friends came and seeing if you coming out. As soon as you come back in the crib, is a whole different motherfucker. All that shit out the window. All that shit is out the window. Man, Gemini moons, man, they know how to switch. They know how to switch up, man, like none other. Y'all think the sun know how to switch up. Not like the Gemini moon. I keep telling y'all the moon is who the person truly is. I keep telling y'all that. Yo, we were just arguing yesterday, a whole different person. A whole different person. You be having to talk to your mom like, do you know you do you know you be shifting sometimes? Do you know this? Or you like I just want to know if you at least know it. Cause you be having me tripping. Like, do you know you was acting like this morning and you acting like this tonight? Like, I need to know if you know. You know, that should have you thinking at night. So, yeah, that Gemini moon and the water sun is different. But the Pisces, I swear I'm not just saying this because I just said it, but the Pisces sun, Gemini moon is a very confusing placement to have. Now, these are some of the most creative individuals in the world. Pisces sun, Gemini moon, Gemini sun, Pisces moon. These are some of the most creative individuals in the world. In the world. But they confused. They be confused. Because it's the battle of the mutable energies. Mutable water, the most flexible, adaptable water sign. Mutable air, the most flexible and adaptable air sign. So what does that mean? Pisces is entertaining their emotions and emotions of the world. Gemini is entertaining their thoughts and the thoughts of the world. So you throw that in the sun and the moon. Oh my God. They need to take Cancer season seriously and be to them damn self to filter thoughts and emotions, because just doing that shit on an everyday basis is some shit. So they gotta make music. They gotta write poetry. They gotta be in the kitchen cooking all day. They gotta be doing their creative things. It's like, I gotta find ways to filter this shit. But Gemini moons alone, man. Gemini moons, y'all some shit. Y'all dangerous. Y'all is dangerous. All right? Y'all some wizards. Y'all some communication wizards. I tell y'all that. Y'all ever seen the movie? You know it's a good representation of a Gemini moon? This is perfect right here. The fact that this movie just dropped in my head out of nowhere. I don't even know what made me just think about this, but y'all ever seen the movie Why Do Fools Fall in Love with Lorenz Tate and Vivica Fox? I believe Vivica Fox. Who the other two ladies in it? I don't know the other two lady actresses. And he playing Frankie Lyman. It's a very great film. Shout out to Lorenz Tate, man. Classic black actor. That movie right there, Frankie Lyman, that's a Gemini moon right there. How you got 3 different women he not even here no more, he dead. You got 3 different ex-wives fighting about, trying to understand who you is. You not even here no more. They all debating about shit. No, Frankie loved me, he loved you. No, he did love you. Wait, I think he loved me. No, he liked me, but he liked you, but he loved you. They was all confused about that motherfucker. Gemini moon had him. He got everything he needed from them, but it was like, we don't even know who he really is. I never heard about none of y'all. Gemini moon to have people in a frenzy. The scene by the pool, classic. Top 5 scenes in the top 5 scenes in the movie. All right, y'all never seen Why Do Fools Fall in Love? Y'all go run that. Y'all go run that. 123movies.com. Capricorn moon. You know y'all know I'm gonna hip y'all, put y'all on hip to the bootleg. So yeah, Gemini moon will know how to get their way. Communication relationship wizard will know how to get their way from a bunch of different people, and none of these people will never see face. These people could live in the same goddamn apartment building. These motherfuckers could live all in the same neighborhood. Gemini moon be dealing with 3 different people in the same damn apartment building. 1st, 2nd, and 5th floor. Shit crazy. Shit is crazy with them. Oh man. Anyways, so Mercury in the 7th house. That could be real critical in your relationship right now. Not just critical in your partner. Everything could be flowing smoothly in your relationship right now. Y'all sizing up everything in the relationship right now. Like, everything is the issue right now. Y'all noticing everything in the relationship right now. Y'all highly detail-oriented about everything in the relationship. Like, relax, relax. This was the same shit we've been doing. We've been doing all of this. We've been doing this, the same routine we've been having. Like, why is this a problem now? Mercury in the 7th house. Now, Mercury loves to be in air houses, though. You know, Mercury like that air element, because Mercury dealing with communication, okay? Dealing with the thoughts, air dealing with logic and communication, all right? The intellect, sending the message. So when Mercury gets into the 7th house, that's the reason. It's going to feel like you need to communicate something to their partner. It's going to feel like you got to relate some shit to your partner. You might be talking, your partner may have had a long day at work, and you talking their blood clot ear off. With Mercury in the 7th house. Y'all gonna have to be able to pick up on that. Or you may manifest that. You may have to manifest telling your partner, like, yo, babe, you know I love you, right? Yeah. Not tonight. Not tonight. Please. I need peace of mind. You know, okay. All right, my bad. Don't even... Your partner don't even want to ask you what's wrong. You just got to give it to them like that. That's when your partner just going on and on. Now you got to hit them with one of those so they can really shut the fuck up sometimes. Like, yo, babe. Not tonight. That should throw her off guard. She'll be like, oh, shit. He didn't even explain why. He don't want me to say anything. He just said not to. Okay. All right, it must be serious. Okay. I think it's his boss. I think it's his boss getting there tonight. I'm not going to ask him. He got it. See, I'm a Cap. Once again, I'm a Cap Moon, Cap Rising. I know how to send that serious message. I know how to send that shit. I ain't about to be going back and forth explaining why you talking too much tonight is fucking up my peace of mind. I see the spiritual plug in the building. You a whole Aries. So that's how y'all gonna do it. You need to shut the fuck up. That's how y'all gonna do it. Or y'all just not gonna reply. Y'all gonna let them talk their ass to sleep. I gotta give it to you like that. Like, babe, I'm sorry. Yeah, not tonight. We're not doing that tonight. She gonna get all that energy. She gonna get all that shut the fuck up energy subconsciously. Sometimes that's how you gotta give it off. So Mercury in the 7th house. Now you gonna be seeing things. Once again, you gonna be seeing things in your relationship you wasn't seeing before. Okay, right. Straight up, something. Just not shut the fuck. You think this placement I don't like Mercury and Cancer. So you gotta your partner could be extra critical of you. Your partner talking your ear off about shit. Your partner extra critical about everything you doing. You got to probably check their ass. Like, yo. Not tonight. Like, real talk. You might have to hit him with one of those. And you got to make sure that you're not blowing everything up into a problem. That's really not a problem. Because you already got Cancer in the 7th house. So even though you're a Cap Rising, you got Cancer here. So Cap Rising that Earth Rising be fronting like they all reserved and shit personally. Right person come around, right relationship, motherfucking all cuddly, affectionate, clingy, getting mad at you because you're not picking up texts, because you're not picking up calls, you taking forever to text back. Yup, Earth Risings all day. You can act all reserved before the relationship. You can act all reserved when the person was trying to talk to you. But as soon as you get in a relationship, as soon as that first sleepover was everything, super comfortable, oh, it's over. It's over. Hella clingy, hella affectionate, hella cuddly. When they go back to going through all the earth shit in their personal life, back to work, stabilizing shit, being critiqued, building in the first house, as soon as they go back to dealing with any negative energies with that shit, aka being exhausted or going through shit at work or being overwhelmed by things that they naturally personally working on as an Earth Rising, now you the first person they think about. Like, I can't wait to see my boo this weekend. Work killing me. Like, oh shit. Motherfucking Earth rising in their feelings. Don't let you have a water, sun, moon. Don't let you have a water Venus. You're gonna see the Earth sign, Earth rising, getting their motherfucking emotions. So it's like it's a thin line with the seventh house. Not just what we attract in our relationships, but it's also energy we kind of align with in our relationships. So the water, earth signs be needing that water there. They be needing that water in their seventh house. But they be fronting like they don't want. We be fronting like we don't want that shit though. We be fronting like we don't want all that love and affection and emotion and care. I'm a whole cap rising. All my relationships be heavy emotion. I done been told stop running from this emotion so many times. But then when I be too far away from that shit, I'm like, damn, that shit do be nurturing though. Do miss them home cooked meals and the massages. I do miss cuddling. I don't like sleeping alone all the time. Earth rises just be fronting though. That be that front. So the Earth rises that have the water moon though, or the water sun and moon, or the water Venus, they be the ones that open up quicker though. They be the ones that start realizing like, damn, I be mad dry in my first house. Like, I be mad reserved and shit. I gotta chill with that shit. You know, they be quick to understand that shit. But you gonna manifest sooner or later. You gonna manifest a situation with that water in the seventh house that motherfucker start pulling heavy emotion out of you. Start giving you all the type of care you never thought you could receive in that first house. Your first house be so rigorous, be going through all type of construction work in that shit with all the earth in there. People always trying to get you to express yourself as an earth rising. You don't be want to fucking express yourself because you an earth rising sign. It's like, it doesn't make sense to express myself. Like, what's there to... Y'all just be having water and fire in the first house, expressing yourself. Whatever y'all personally pick up on, y'all got to push it out. Or water risings, whatever y'all be feeling, really Cancer risings. Pisces and Scorpio risings be a little bit more chill, but you feel me? Or air risings. Y'all just be looking at them like, y'all just push out whatever y'all personally into. But that water in the seventh house is going to tap you into some emotion in some type of shape or form. Going to make you realize you have emotions you never thought you had. So yeah, that Mercury in that seventh house, don't get into an energy where you been had this emotion for your partner. Now you getting a little cold feet. Mercury in the seventh house, you analyzing the emotion you got for your partner some more. Cancer in the seventh house. No. You already told them you love them. Y'all been saying y'all love each other for the past 2 months. Y'all been dating for a year and a half, and y'all been telling each other y'all love each other the past 2 months now. Now you want to analyze that you've been saying that to each other. Damn, is it too quick to be saying that shit? Like, come on, don't do all that Mercury in the seventh house. All right. Mercury's also going to understand who to work with right now on a creative level, who could include in certain collabs right now, who it could connect to build with right now. All right. And you may manifest that too. You may manifest individuals wanting to connect with you, network with you on a certain level with Mercury and Cancer in the seventh house. So you got to be open to all opportunities to build with other people. Mercury in the air house. So expect interactions, conversation, expect having conversations you don't want to have, and understanding how to articulate yourself in a mature, reasonable way if you don't want to have these conversations, and how to tell your partner to shut the fuck up when they're doing too much right now. Mercury in the 8th house, motherfucking Sag risings. Cancer in the 8th house. See, this get deep here too. Because you got... This get deep here because Cancer in the 8th house, Cancer already care deeply about what's behind the scenes. So it's one thing to have things under your bed, having some secrets, having some things in the closet. We all got an 8th house. So there's all some things about us that we not just gonna all throw on social media. We're just not gonna express it all at once on the honeymoon phase or dating somebody. Like, we all have 8th house energies that is vulnerable for us to emotionally connect. So when we look at Mercury transiting the 8th house, when we look at Cancer in the 8th house, it's like you feel deeply about these things. You're extremely hidden with your 8th house energies. All right. So Mercury starts transiting here, and Mercury starts influencing you to communicate shit that's behind the scenes. Your mind start gravitating towards things that's already in it. Starts thinking about your secrets some more. Start thinking about your insecurities. Thinking about like, damn, why should I even keep this behind the scenes anymore? You start analyzing things behind the scenes some more, being more investigative about situations. Okay? So here you start communicating a whole bunch of shit that's supposed to stay in this house. You might give up a little too much. This placement, you give up a little, you say a little too much on the first date. A little too much. A little too much. Like, I be having, just saying whatever. I don't know how to make a funny example. I got, shit, you got skin problems? Yeah, I got skin problems. I got eczema. But I got it real bad on my lower back and between my thighs. But I got this cream from the doctor. Like, wait, what? Like, you just start bringing up, you start feeling like things that's supposed to be to yourself. You don't even need to keep it to yourself no more, Mercury in the 8th house. And then wherever your mind is at, you naturally be communicating it. Wherever your mind is at, you naturally communicate the shit. So, this is why it's important to understand the house Mercury is in, because you naturally compelled to blurt things out from this house. Mercury in the 8th, you gonna end up saying some shit that you like, why the fuck did I express that on that first date today? Oh my God, I'm so dumb. They not calling me back. They not calling me back after that. Why was I so curious about that with this person? That definitely ran them off. Start saying some whole other shit. Start asking people on the first date, like, when the last time you got tested? It's like, first of all, we just, can we talk? This is our first date. Who said we gonna do anything tonight? Like, damn, like, relax, shorty. Asking the wrong questions. Like, that's a good question to ask when you fucking with a motherfucker. But still, there's a timing for everything. Mercury go a little too deep. Literally, the 8th house is deep as hell. You know, it's deep and dark. So when Mercury's down there, it may feel compelled to bring some of that shit up to the surface, communicate some of that shit, communicate some raw emotion it has about something. Okay? So you gotta be careful, Mercury in the 8th house. But you are gonna be more strategical. I don't want to say strategical. You are going to have more clarity with how you deal with certain secrets that you have, certain insecurities, certain passions and motives that you have, things that are behind the scenes. You're going to take your time to, process these things mentally to understand if there's even things you need to keep behind the scenes, though. But you will give up. And you know what's going to make you communicate a lot? It's going to be the actual people that you care about. Or it's going to be actually situations you care about. You know, people you like. People you connect into. These are the situations where you'll blurt the dumb shit out. Mercury in the 8th house. Okay? These are the situations where you will blurt some shit out right now. So you just gotta y'all need to be some of the most patient communicators right now. Y'all need to be receivers right now with Mercury in transit in that 8th house. Your mind is gonna be, you're gonna have some aggressive thoughts too. This is a Mars-ruled house. You got Cancer in here. Cancer's cardinal. You're going to have some aggressive thoughts right now. You might have some real desirable thoughts. So you might it might be a no good motherfucker that you've been, sexually connecting to right now. You've been trying to like, all right, I'm done. This is the last time. The last time we did that was the last time. 8th house, Mercury in the 8th house, we think like, damn, that sex was good though. That shit was... Whoo-wee! It's been a little while too. 8th house at Mercury have you. And then Mercury start gassing you. Mercury start like, let's just hit him up just to talk. So you just get a little feel. We get a little feel of it. Let's see, we have phone sex or something. Alright, we don't gotta go all the way. That's that Mercury shit. That's how it starts with Mercury in the 8th house. That little sapio energy, that little, let me just get a little feel of the desire. Let me get a little feel of the pleasure. All right? Then boom. Now you done set up a whole appointment. You done set up a whole appointment the next evening. And now you connected to somebody you told yourself before the Cancer season is the last time you're going to do this. Mercury's in that 8th house, though. I wonder how this affects you if you have Mars in the natal in this house. So Mercury's hovering over you. So you got Mars in the 8th house. You're already a real passionate individual. But Mars is home. So, you know, when it comes to a lot of your passions and intentions, these things is kept behind the scenes. And you may even take a lot, depending on your other placements, it may take you a while to connect emotion to others. All right. So you got Mercury in this house. It's going to be conjunct your Mars. So now you're going to be real critical of your passions. Okay. And maybe some motives and passions that you have about certain things that you was already intending to act on. And now Mercury's coming here. It's either going to help you see new ways that you can do these things in a more efficient way, a more intelligent way that you can act on these things, or it's going to start thinking you out of your passion some more. And you also going to be real critical of things that you hold behind the scenes. So certain things that you've experienced and it created an insecurity right now, that might be heavy on your mind right now. You got to make sure you're not clinging too much to the past. So yeah, Mercury in the 8th house, y'all got to be careful. You know, you want to use this energy positively, okay, to help you understand how you can transform certain energies right now. And how you could gain more clarity of why you went through certain transformations of the emotion right now. Mercury in this house, let's say you're going through some transformations with the sun in this house, or you're taking action on transforming certain things and manifesting just transformative situations by default with the sun here, or paying attention to certain things about yourself subconsciously. Because we be having things inside family. We be having things inside of us that we didn't even know is inside of us. Certain thoughts, certain feelings about others, and it take a certain situation, conversation to realize, damn, we still felt this way about this person. Or we really think like that. Damn, I'm bugging. I didn't know I thought like that. It be like that. We be having hidden energies we don't even know, we don't fucking know about. So and Mercury coming in this house, you're going to start having more self conversation. You want to have more self conversation than outside conversation right now with Mercury transit the 8th house. You will feel too comfortable saying some shit that I should have stayed behind the scenes right now, Mercury in the 8th house. Please understand that right now. I do not want y'all to shoot yourself in the foot saying the wrong shit at work. Say the wrong shit to you having the birds and bees talk with your child a little too early. Like, damn, they only 7. Now I'm on in. Start thinking you gotta have the birds and the bees talk. Like, damn, can they hit puberty first? God damn. Where your mind at? You need therapy having the birds and bees talk that early. You feel me? So Mercury in the 8th house be a little bugged out. The mind is dark. The mind is analyzing the underworld. The mind is analyzing everything that, you know, is taboo, like that doesn't get expressed or brought to the surface here. Okay, so you got to make sure like some of them dark thoughts ain't just all expressed all out in the open. Some of that shit got to stay in the 8th house. It's called the 8th house for a reason. It's the 8th house for a reason. Okay, aka watch Scorpio sun moon rises. If you got the Mercury in the 8th house, it's gonna help you with this transit a whole lot. It's going to help you understand that, damn, that's why they don't be saying shit. Because the shit that I'm thinking about is what they naturally be thinking about. Hey, I got Mercury in Scorpio. So I already know me getting on camera. I'm prone to say some real dark, deep shit every now and then. That's why I just be like, all right, I'm not about to be extra critical of myself. And this is my 10th house is dealing with my social status and career. So this is why I just know, like, I'm definitely not going to be critical of how I talk. I just got to be more free-spirited and say, fuck it. Because if I'm going to monitor myself every time I'm about to say some deep, dark, intense, taboo shit, then it's like, I'm going to be killing myself. You feel me? So you got Mercury transit the 8th house. Study motherfuckers like me, Mercury and Scorpios. Or motherfucking Mercury or Scorpio sun moon rises and learn from them. They're going to have you realize like, okay, I get it. I get it now. I truly get the Scorpio some more. You know that post floating around on social media right now? God, I got nasty things on my mind. That's Mercury in the 8th house. That's what y'all going through. All right? So be wise. Be wise. Bunch of new ways to deal with your passions, though. Mercury transit in the 9th house. Okay? Cancer in the 9th house. You're going through a lot of experiences, understanding, learning how to deal with creating emotional stability, understanding the subconscious realm overall. You know, Cancer in the 9th house. you really care and you have emotional connection towards your spiritual path, towards your belief system, your heart is in spirituality. All right. A lot of the time, your heart is in experiencing and learning new things. You can feel highly uncomfortable when you feel like you're not navigating the physical realm and getting to travel and experience new things. These people put their heart in and set strong intentions to travel. All right. Whether physically or mentally, aka, traveling, experiencing, or how they're able to enlighten themselves to certain things from their knowledge and wisdom, how they're supposed to learn certain things, study certain things. So with Mercury transit the ninth house, Mercury's debilitated here. Doesn't like to be the ninth house because the ninth house deals with spirituality, philosophy, faith, belief, experiences, and Mercury dealing with the details, the facts. So when it gets here, it's like, damn, everything is kind of too spiritual here. Like, there's no real numbers or no real letters and words or no real logic in here. So it's forced to pay attention to its spiritual path. It's forced to make sense of things dealing with its spiritual path. So it could be real superstitious. You could be real superstitious time for you. You trying to think about the meaning and reasoning to everything. You could be super reflecting on past experiences right now with Mercury transiting this house. You could be developing a whole bunch of ideas right now, okay, on how to take more steps on your spiritual path, on how to create new experience for yourself right now, okay, with Mercury transiting the ninth house. You already have the sun here, okay, so the sun is proud in the ninth house to express his knowledge and wisdom. The sun is proud to do new things in this house, could even get a little scattered and chaotic in this house, all right? Could get a little impulsive in this house. I have the sun in the ninth house in my natal, so I already know how that energy deal with. You feel me? Just having the sun in the fire houses sometimes get a little too much, get a little too intense in them houses. That's why the fuck I move around so fucking much when I talk too. All right, you got another type of vitality to your sun. So when you got Mercury transit in the eighth house, you already gained a lot of awareness about things dealing with your spiritual path, or about the knowledge and wisdom you have, or especially about certain credentials you have when it comes to your educational system. Mercury right now could start getting real critical, start asking itself, like sizing up its knowledge and wisdom, feeling like it should know more than it knows. Okay, that'd be like the negative aspect of Mercury in this house. Feeling like, damn, why don't I know as much as this person knows with this? Or I'm lacking experience here. I need experience. Like, don't let Mercury do all that extra shit in the ninth house. Have Mercury help you gain clarity about things dealing with spirituality. Have Mercury tap you into being an intense student right now to soak up as much as you can, because Mercury is like a sponge. It can soak up a lot of information. It can soak up a lot of knowledge. All right. So this house deals with learning. That's the thing. Mercury deal with learning, and this house deal with learning. They just dealing with two different types of learning. This is opposite for Mercury. Mercury home in the third house, where it deal with the familiar surroundings and communication and interaction. Okay, so when it gets to the ninth house, it's like, damn, all this philosophy, spiritual shit. This should make me a little dizzy in this motherfucker. All right, so you might just be the way you communicate to motherfuckers right now is gonna come off like who? Y'all remember the Najee Ramba episode in Martin? Y'all remember when he was in the temple and everything was philosophical? Gina and Pam and Tommy, they couldn't even have a literal logical conversation with him. Everything was philosophical. They asking him what he eating, his hair, is he good? He talking about one who sleeps on the floor can't fall off the bed. Like, nigga, I just asked you what you've been eating while you're here. What the fuck that mean? That's that Mercury in the ninth house shit. Everything y'all express gonna be some spiritual, philosophical, open-minded shit, and then now y'all creating misunderstandings with people. So that's why y'all need to be in y'all need to be in y'all little Zen space too. Brother Rock, right? Brother Rock, that damn Rock. Shout out to Brother Rock. So y'all got to make sure. Right now, y'all not even gonna be wanting to be around people. Mercury in the ninth house. Yeah, I mean, y'all may have already been in this energy with the sun in the ninth house. Y'all not even really gonna want to be around people that ain't on some spiritual shit right now. Because those are the conversations y'all want to have. Y'all want to be on the spiritual lives. Y'all want to watch the spiritual influences right now. Y'all want to read y'all books. Okay? Y'all ain't really trying to be around mundane minds right now. Or you're going to have to give them some of that brother Rock knowledge. You're going to feel compelled to give them some of that. But then that's just going to make you look crazy now. That's just gonna make you look crazy. So this is yeah, Scorpio risings. So you watch too much TV. That's a classic. That's a classic right there though. That Martin, that's a classic. So that's what we got going on, Mercury in the ninth house. Mine gonna be on spirituality. Mine gonna be on your experiences. And then you got Cancer here, so you care about this shit a lot. So you're gonna be compelled to communicate and enlighten others with your experiences and your knowledge and wisdom. But it might create a lot of misunderstandings. You giving them all that brother rock knowledge. Niggas just ask you for directions. Niggas just ask you for directions. What the fuck does the nigga on the floor can't fall off the bed mean? I'm trying to get to Crenshaw. What the fuck is you talking about? I'm trying to get to the Apple store. Let's just ask somebody else for direction. I don't know. I should have known he gonna say some stupid shit. Motherfucker wearing a whole robe. It's in the summertime. Nigga wearing a whole robe outside. A monk robe. You got Venus in the ninth house. So yeah, yep. Part of your love language deal with this energy. So you can't even date people that ain't free spirited. You can't even date people that don't want to learn some shit. You love to learn with Venus in the ninth house. Y'all Venus in the ninth house love to experience. Y'all love to learn. Y'all love to do new things. So once y'all jump into a relationship with somebody's routine pattern, you're like, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. This motherfucker don't know. This motherfucker don't want to experience nothing. It's been a whole year. We got nothing to look at. We got no memories. We took 2 trips. We ain't got no photos, no nothing to look back on. It's New Year's. This is supposed to be the time of my life where I'm looking back at everything I did this year. I ain't do nothing with your funky ass but be in the house. And the only 2 places we went was with you and your family to Atlantic City that weekend. And that was weak as hell. You feel me? So yeah, that's that. You need that. You can't do it. Venus and Sagittarius, Venus in the ninth house, you're gonna lose them quick if you can't keep them on their toes. If you can't, you know, if the relationship ain't feeling upbeat, relationship ain't feeling like we doing new things, they don't have nothing to look forward to new this weekend. It's like y'all not planning no trips, not going to the museum, no picnics in the park, no beach days with bae. Oh, it's cool. You losing that Venus and Sagittarius quick. They gonna start talking to themselves like, this is why I don't do relationships. This is why I don't like being tied down. Yep. So, what's my favorite comedians? Dave Chappelle's the GOAT. He's the GOAT. All right. I love motherfucking Mike Epps, man. Mike Epps is a fucking clown. All right. You know, people be comparing. People be having that Mike Epps Kevin Hart comparison. I be like, I don't know why y'all do that. Mike Epps is way fun. Mike Epps is funnier than Kevin Hart. I'm sorry. And people be trying to play Kevin Hart, be saying he not funny. Kevin Hart funny. It's just that he's done too much weak ass films where he not funny, but he funny. All right. He funny. Kevin Hart fucking funny. But he's just a workhorse. So he probably got a little exhausted a little too much. He ain't know how to pace certain shit out. So he got a little exhausted. But Mike Epps, that's just, you don't teach that. That's natural. That's natural right there. Dion Cole worked his way up into my top 5. He's hilarious. If y'all haven't tapped into Dion Cole, he is hilarious. All right? Dion Cole, okay? Richard Pryor, GOAT. Richard Pryor, GOAT. You know, him and Dave Chappelle's like this with me. Like, they like this right there. You know. I know some Richard Pryor classics. And then yeah, you throw Martin Lawrence in there. Like, those is it for me right there. Those is it, pretty much. Dave Chappelle, Richard Pryor, Mike Epps. Yep, Martin Lawrence. Yeah, those are my guys right there. But yeah, I just think nobody's touching Dave. Like, I don't think nobody will ever touch him. Like, I think he's Michael Jordan when it comes to this comedy shit. Like, it's quiet. It's quiet. I like Eddie. I think Eddie Murphy is funnier in movies than he is in his stand-ups. But something about Eddie Murphy, his stand-ups don't really do it for me like that. Like I try to get into what's the name? The shit where he wearing the blue suit. I don't know. Like I don't be watching the Eddie Murphy stand-ups like crying and laughing. Like sometimes I actually think Eddie Murphy, some of his stand-ups, he try to be a little too belligerent and curse so much instead of being funny sometimes. No, I'm not saying Eddie not funny though. I'm not saying he not funny. I feel like in his movies he's ham though. I don't know. I just feel like he's way better in movies. Like Life is one of my favorite movies. Him and Martin was just special in that movie. You feel me? They were special. Harlem Nights, special performances. Okay, so yeah. But then when we got Mike Epps, dudes like Mike Epps and like Martin Lawrence, like Dave Chappelle, like it could be an interview. It could be a red carpet interview. It could just be, it don't matter, stand up. Chris Tucker, sorry. I gotta throw him in there. Chris Tucker. Chris Tucker is my guy. That's my guy right there. Chris Tucker's a funny motherfucker. Alright? And unique too. He must have some Aquarius. I know he a Virgo, but he's so unique and original, and like, it's like you can't imitate Chris Tucker. Like he's just different. Chris Tucker different. Funny as hell in his movies, and his stand-ups is funny as shit. His last stand-up that he did on Netflix a couple of years ago, that shit funny as shit. When he do his Michael Jackson impressions and all of that. First stand-up was similar to Pryor. Yeah, man. If y'all never seen Sunset Park, Richard Pryor, y'all need to go check that. Then you'll realize, because if you look at comedy, all of them say Richard Pryor is the GOAT. And then you'll hear that so much until you actually go watch some Richard Pryor and you're like, oh shit, I see what these niggas mean. Nigga, my abs hurt. Like this nigga effortlessly. And then the fact, the best comics is the best. This is why cancers are some of the best comedians. I believe Dave Chappelle's a Virgo sun, Cancer moon. Kevin Hart is a Cancer. Richard Pryor is a Capricorn. I don't remember his moon. Mike Epps is a Capricorn, but you see they dealing with that opposite axis though. But look, this is why the Cancer energy be so OD, because Cancer got Jupiter energy. Jupiter's exalted in Cancer, so they deal with knowledge and wisdom. This is one that you gotta look at Cancers as one of the more spiritually inclined signs in the zodiac. All right. So Jupiter deal with experiences, but it's emotions. So they know how to take experiences and raise it up to something light. Jupiter don't like heavy energy. All right. It's optimistic. So that's what the Cancers know how to do. This is why they so fucking funny. They'll take some real shit we all experience that hit our emotions, and they know how to make light of it. Okay, that's Cancers all day, every day. And then, me just realizing, Mike Epps, Richard Pryor, Dion Cole, they all Capricorns. It's like, that's just showing me that's the opposite axis. They know how to take reality and make light of that shit, make fun of reality. So like Richard Pryor, he's doing stand-up in the midst of racism, in the midst of a bunch of political issues and racial issues, and he joking on all of that shit. And he know how to crack a joke and not crack a smile. So it's like, oh, nah, you different. How you not laughing at this? How you this funny and not laughing at your own shit? When a nigga could crack a joke and not laugh, that shit is like some real funny shit and not laugh. Kevin Hart laugh at every single thing he be fucking saying. Dave Chappelle, Richard Pryor, they keep a stale face. Not saying you not funny if you laugh at this shit, but that shit just because it psychs us up to think that they really serious when we know they joking. So yeah, I don't know. Richard Pryor, he's different. He is super. Oh, he a Sag Sun Cap Moon. Okay, I knew Capricorn was somewhere in there. See, Sagittarius is, y'all be some comedians. You know it's Sagittarius. You know they funny as shit. So yeah, shout out to all of them. But Yeah, man. And there's a dude named Little Rel too. He's signed to Kevin Hart Productions. He's hilarious. He's hilarious. He's not as big as them, but I mean he's actually kind of big today. He's actually he has a fan base, huge fan base, but he's funny as hell. So yeah, that's what we got going on now. So that's what we got. Mercury in the ninth house. So let's wrap it up. We already we touching over 2 hours, y'all. So Cat, oh man, it's Cat Williams. See, I just had to give y'all my top. Like, those is my guys off the top of my head. Like, if I had to go to heaven and Jesus was like, yo, you only picking 3 comedians. I'm like, damn, only 3? All right, Richard Pryor, Dave Chappelle, Mike Epps. That's just me. But Cat Williams, that's, if somebody want to argue he's a GOAT too, like, Cat Williams is a GOAT. Like, if somebody want to argue that he funnier than Mike Epps, he funnier than Kevin. I think he funnier than Kevin Hart. I think Cat Williams funnier than Kevin Hart. I think he funnier than a lot of niggas. Bernie Mac was a GOAT. Bernie Mac was a super GOAT. Okay? R.I.P. So I think when it comes to the Kings of Comedy, I don't think nobody on that roster was touching him. Like, I think it should have been just the King of Comedy. Like, I don't think Steve Harvey, Cedric the Entertainer, or motherfucking D.L. Hughley fucking with no goddamn Bernie Mac. I don't think none of them niggas was like them niggas should have been shining his shoes on that tour. He separates himself from all of them. So that's just, how the fuck D.L. Hughley make it to Kings? What the fuck? D.L. Hughley, I ain't even trying to front on that nigga right there. King of Comedy, how he make it up there? I ain't saying D.L. Hughley not funny, but damn, y'all can't just call anybody kings now. Y'all can't just call Steve Harvey be funny, but he Family Feud funny. Nah, but the Steve Harvey show, that was a good show. That was an underrated. Oh man. Alright, this is the last person I'm bringing up and we done. Jamie motherfucking Foxx. I'm sorry. He's actually in my top 5. I don't know who I'm taking out. Niggas ain't fucking with Jamie Foxx. He different. And the Jamie Foxx show is one of the most underrated fucking shows. Like, that show do not get as much praise as it should. Like, we all love Martin's show. And I'm not saying Jamie Foxx show is better than Martin's show. Martin's show is just OD. It's too OD. I feel like the only show that you could say that's been on TV that was funnier than Martin's show was the Dave Chappelle show. But you got a sitcom and then you got like a skit show. But those are the 2 funniest things to ever consistently air on TV, the Martin show and the Chappelle show. When you go to Jamie Foxx, Jamie different. He just different. He different. Like, when it comes to impersonations, his impersonation game is different. You feel me? You got Ari Spears, that's beast with impersonations too. But Jamie Foxx, super talented brother, man. I don't know how the fuck you have all them fucking talents. I don't know how the fuck he got all them fucking talents. That motherfucker had a crispy hairline since then. His hairline's still crispy now. A nigga could sing. Nigga could nigga. He can't just sing. That Unpredictable album is some shit. Y'all got me about to listen to some of that shit tonight. DJ, won't you love song? Like, that nigga, they got some shit on that album. So stop. It's a lot of niggas, man. It's too much people to name, man. That nigga Jamie Foxx look like he live a perfect life. Like, I'm about to start hating on him. Life too perfect. Nigga, how you funny, act, sing, crispy hairline? Bro. Nah. That's too much, bro. Like, something gotta happen. Like, you gotta go through a divorce or something. I don't know. Something. I ain't wishing bad on the brother, but you just got it made, man. But shout out to the GOATs, man. So, boom. When we look at Mercury in the 10th house. All right, I'm sorry, y'all. We gotta get through this, y'all. I'm starving. I'm starving right now. I got a hole in my stomach. Well, we got Mercury in the 10th house. Super influence on career right now. I have this in my natal, okay? So when it comes to career, social status, how you build stability, okay? Responsibilities, and what you're investing time into, you already got Cancer here. This is my Libra risings, okay? The nigga play the piano, like, damn, my nigga. Damn. You play the fucking piano? Now, that nigga must have some Libra in his chart. Now, hold on. Let me pull up that. I'm sorry. I know I just said, the fuck is Jamie Foxx natal energies? I know he a Leo, right? Wait, he not a... Yo, I be thinking, he's so talented. Every time I think of Jamie Foxx shit, I be thinking he a Leo. That nigga a Sag. He a Sag, damn. Got the moon in Taurus. There we go. There we go. Y'all don't remember that post? Y'all remember I was singing that Lizzo song in my story, and then I tweeted Lizzo got Taurus placements, and I said Taurus placements could really sing. I mentioned her, Raheem Devon. I said Taurus placements gonna have a motherfucking they gonna have a voice. They gonna be able to project. Taurus moon. Taurus moon it comes out the second house dealing with your creative endeavors, what you feel like you have. Okay, they don't have his houses up here. I wouldn't be surprised if he's an Aries rising and has the moon in Taurus in the second house. I wouldn't be surprised because it's like he gonna feel like he got so much self-worth, he got so much creative talent, he got so much things to do creatively. He could do so much creatively. So like, yeah. He got Mars in Aquarius. So he gonna set a lot of intentions on how he creates his ideals to the collective. Real goal oriented. I remember watching one of his documentaries, and he knew real intellect. Like, the brother is smart. He knew he wanted to have a music career, and knew to get the influence of him singing and doing jingles in the Jamie Foxx show. He knew what that would open up for him later on. Smart, man. Sagittarius is probably top smartest signs in the zodiac. I don't know. Yeah, Sagittarius probably top 3. Probably top 3 smartest signs. I think that was brilliant. Talented brother, man. I might have to break down his chart. So, threw me off guard. It's not me, it's you. Threw me off track. Chris Brown too. All that damn double Taurus energy. That nigga Chris Brown that nigga could be at dinner. Somebody like, Chris Brown, can we see you? That nigga start pop locking in a fucking trench coat and cargo pants. Like, nigga, this nigga's just a walking ball of creativity. Like, damn, we know you could dance, nigga, but like, you couldn't tell your fans, hold on, I'm eating, let me dance outside. Did you have to start pop locking on the goddamn dinner table, like in this restaurant? Nigga, I'm here with my girl. Like, I'm here with my girl. Like, you doing the most right now. She already hyped that you in this bitch. Now I'm just over here eating food all depressed and shit because you pop locking. That nigga Chris Brown that nigga looked like he couldn't wait for the talent shows in elementary school. He did get on early though. He did start his career early. That's probably why, because he probably was fucking them talent shows up. Hey yo, nah, y'all be wildin'. Y'all gotta chill. Yo, y'all gotta chill. Y'all gotta relax, yo. Y'all gotta chill. I'm trying to get through these houses, man. Damn. This nigga Chris Brown, man. This extra Taurus energy, too creative. Like, I need to make a creativity charity and give some of that shit away. Cause y'all be at dinner tables pop lock, and dropping and shit. Y'all gotta chill. I seen some meme of Chris Brown dancing at a party. Niggas was mad behind him. Niggas behind him was like, here this nigga go, man. This nigga gonna take all the hoes in the party, man. That's why I don't even go to parties when they say this nigga coming. We have other celebrities, not even regular niggas. It be celebrities like, oh, Chris Brown gonna be there. Chris Brown gonna be there. Damn. He hurt his leg the other day. I bet. At least we know the nigga ain't gonna be dancing today. But I hope he don't sing. That nigga go for the mic, nigga. Be on standby. You plug that motherfucker out. I'm gonna give you the signal. As soon as I hear somebody say they about to give CB the mic, 1, 2, 3 teamwork. That nigga ain't about to outshine everybody by default today. If Chris Brown and Jamie Foxx at the party, don't invite me. Don't motherfucking invite me. That nigga don't miss an opportunity to show a dance routine or to sing some new shit. Chris Brown, this young girl has cancer. She waited her whole life just to meet you and sit. That nigga Chris Brown take that shit to a whole nother, what's the name? Like, how it go for you performing for the little, all you was supposed to do is have a conversation and talk to the little girl. She just said she wanted to meet you. You know when you be having them celebrities be coming and meeting the children that may be ill, and the children be having like shit on their bucket list and shit in the hospital. Nigga Chris Brown come and take that shit to a whole nother level. Like, Chris Brown, you was just here she just wanted to have a conversation, a hug. You start on the hospital bed and shit. Like, come on, Chris. You could have saved that shit for Rolling Loud. Rolling Loud is at the end of the summer. You could have saved that shit for Rolling Loud. Alright, no more jokes. That's the last joke I'm making on this live. Mercury. I'm not even gonna look at the comments no more. I'm not even gonna look at them no more. Mercury in the 10th house. All right. Mercury in the 10th house. Career oriented right now. This is my Libra rising. So Libra risings, y'all already. Libra risings already. Wait, excuse me. Yeah. Cancer in the 10th house. So, well, I always tell y'all Libra risings, that Cancer in the 10th house, y'all gotta set an emotional tone in this house. That's what Cancer teaching y'all here. 247. So with the sun transit in this house, y'all may have realized a whole bunch of things that you may not have been acting on in career. A whole bunch of creative abilities y'all may not have been utilizing in career. Okay? And y'all may also have realized things that people know you as. Once again, the sun is going to bring light to things here. So for all my Libra risings, this Cancer season, whether your ass could dance like Chris Brown, play the piano like Jamie Foxx, tell jokes like motherfucking Mike Epps, you know now. People was asking you about this shit. People was motivating you to get serious about it, sun in the 10th house. You was manifesting different type of circumstances this season for you to understand what you could use to build in this 10th house, how people perceive you with the sun in the 10th house, all right? And how you could gain more awareness to your business projects. How you could gain more awareness to things that you're building, period. So now that you got Mercury transiting this 10th house, now you feel like you got to jump into a real critical analysis bag of how you're going to devise this energy. You picked up the awareness of, all right, damn, people see me as a rapper. Or damn, people know I'm good at this. Like, okay, how do I really do I make an Instagram page for it? Do I make an LLC for it? Okay, my cousin know this person, then I should. You in that energy, you understand how to work your 10th house right now with Mercury in here, but on an intellectual way. How to develop the strategy, how to develop the blueprint. This is the blueprint house. So that's what's going on right now, Libra risings. The sun transiting this house was forcing you to understand how to put your heart into it. Now Mercury transiting this house, your heart then got up in career. Your heart, and even if career was already going good, you already had some momentum, emotion into it. Motherfucking Mercury is here to help you understand how to scale up some more. how to level it up some more, how to think more longevity some more, how to see where you're making errors and mistakes in this house some more. You could develop a lot of money conversations right now, a lot of career conversations. You know, you need to be open to listening to how other people making money or how other people building stability right now. Okay? It could be something real easy and simple that you know how to do that you could just slide into at the moment with Mercury in the 10th house. But the thing is, Mercury is this house is about to dominate your mind. So you don't want to be creating imbalances with the household, with your relationships, because all you think about is work right now. All you think about is getting to the bag right now. That's all you thinking about. All right? So let a portion of your day go to that and stay healthy, stay balanced, okay? It's more to work than building stability in reality, even though we got to get it done in this. We got to get it done in this realm in one way or another. All right? So that's what we got going on with my Libra risings. Mercury transit in the 11th house. My Virgo risings, okay? So with Cancer in the 11th house, you know, you're real private when it comes to the area of life that you need to be networking. You need to be associating, all right? So when it comes to certain associations, groups, communities that you're a part of, people that you're working with, like, you don't be playing about them. Cancer in the 11th house, Virgo risings, like, y'all be trying to learn everything about the people y'all working with. Y'all don't take nothing. Y'all take all that shit seriously with them. That shit mean a lot to you. You know, if you're part of a certain like, if you're dealing with like a certain dance team or you're a part of any type of team, like with Cancer, Virgo risings don't be playing with none of these motherfuckers. Like, all right, we here to get a job done. And then I need to know what all y'all intentions is too, because like this place is what make me feel, this is where I deal with a lot of, I'm already naturally kind of emotionally connected to. So the way I'm trying to relate myself to the public world, the fact I got to work with all of y'all, like I got to know we on the same fucking page. So, you know, with Mercury transit in this house, you about to see way more details to all these individuals you've been associated with. You about to gain more clarity when it comes to your association. See, the sun was pushing you this season to be more action oriented in this house. The sun was pushing you to get your feet wet some more, communicating, relating your creativity to the public, utilizing your Ivy. What's popping, Ivy? To relating your motherfucking creativity or your business or what you're trying to associate into the public environment in many different ways. The sun been trying to motivate you to do that. Okay. You may have done a lot of things that was outside your comfort zone or outside your familiar surroundings during Cancer season with the sun in the 11th house. You may have manifested even meeting a couple of people this season. May have met some people from a hole in the wall. Just from either a party, an event, Walmart. You met somebody, social media. You DMing somebody that you don't know right now. Virgo rising. It's when you got them 11th house transits, you gonna meet somebody. You gonna have a conversation with a stranger somewhere, somehow. Huge emphasis on social media. Somebody, it's gonna be somebody in that request. We got our regular DMs, we got the primary, we got the general, then you got that little request motherfucker right there. I seen a tweet that said that request place is a scary place. or somebody said that request place is a weird place. Somebody said that shit is a real weird place. For women, I already know that shit is a weird place for y'all. Y'all be having all type of niggas don't know how to act in women's DMs nowadays, because that's all some niggas know how to do. Niggas don't even know how to have a conversation with a woman in public now. Niggas just know how to try to stir something up in the DMs and the text. Motherfucker get in person, be socially awkward, don't know how to talk to women, don't know how to hold a conversation. Get your number. You end up giving the motherfucker your number in the DMs. All they ask you is what you doing. So yeah, this whole social media generation has took a lot of natural essence out of a lot of things. Back in my day, you had to go to the motherfucking park to go see your crush. Back in my day, you was asking your crush in school, like, what's up, you going to the park today? You going to the park after school? Like, what's up? Like, oh, I bet. I heard they turning on the sprinklers today. I got my swimming trunks, like, me and the homies got the swimming trunks and shit. Oh, all right. So you about to be out there? I bet. I bet. Back in my day, hey, Miss Johnson, Melissa home. So these niggas ain't cut. We cut from a different cloth. We cut. I'm cut from. This is motherfucking. We cut from a different cloth, bro. You feel me? So niggas be in y'all request. If you a Virgo rising, that request may have been jumping this season. Niggas was in your DMs trying to connect this season. Or you met somebody, you went to a party, your friends dragged you to a party where you ain't really know nobody at but your friend. AKA 11 house, unfamiliar, unknown place. Alright? Right. The air unit by the side of the school park. First up, waiting. They don't know. These motherfuckers are too young. Too young. Too young. You feel me? They don't know shit. Don't know nothing about no goddamn hide and go seek in the hood. Don't know nothing about no don't know nothing about none of that. They don't know your first makeout session. They don't know your first time making out with somebody was because y'all was playing hide and go seek. But the person you making out with, you was it. And then you found they ass where they was hiding at. And now the whole day, everybody like, where these two motherfuckers at? Like, this nigga was it, was he? Yeah, that's why, nigga. I told her, once I found her ass, it was lit. Got my first kisses in today. Nigga, the fuck is you talking about? Hide and go seek in the hood. And I hope we fucking play this shit tomorrow. I hope we play this shit every fucking day of the week now. She be going to the same spot like... Y'all ready to play? Yeah, I'm ready to play. You know, I'm gonna catch you at the spot. So you niggas too young. Too young. Not hide and go seek. Hide and go get it. Nah, not hide and go get it. Hide and go get it is crazy. Hide and go get it is crazy. That's crazy right there. That's what this sexually hyperactive ass fucking social media and shit, internet. That's what the fuck they playing now. They playing hide and go get it. Hiding motherfucking. It ain't even no hiding no more. It's nudes exposing and go get it. That's the new hide and go seek. Send nudes to the DM. That's motherfucking hide and go seek out this motherfucker. Little sexually hyperactive ass kids. This generation needs some guidance, y'all. I don't know what to do, man. This generation needs some guidance. So that's what you got going on, Mercury in the 11th house. Like, the sun was already pushing you to get more acclimated with the outside world. The sun was giving your ass some strong ass influences to be like, all right, how long we about to think about this creative idea before we start networking it, before we start using social media to brand it, before we start communicating it some more? Like, how long we just gonna care so much about this motherfucker here? All right. So that's motherfucking yeah, y'all got me rolling over here, huh? This goddamn double cancer, all this cancer energy. Niggas is making light of everything. That's that comedian energy, man. So that's that Mercury in the 11th house right now. You about to be devising all different ways how to connect your creativity to others. Network with others. Once again, Mercury in the air house. Mercury love to be in air houses. Okay, so it's also gonna have you in a state where you're trying to understand who you feel comfortable around us, who you feel comfortable associating yourself with. So you gotta. So it's gonna be a thin line between understanding. You may not feel the most comfortable working with this individual, but this is business. This is business right now. So these feelings can't get all up in it right now. You got Cancer in the 11th house. That's where Cancer be fucking shit up a little bit in this house. Cancer be putting too much emotions into a house that deal with business, that deal with networking, deal with associating. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. Cancers be on some Cancer, some who rise and be like, nah, if I don't feel that shit, I'm good. Like I'm good off that shit. You feel me? My heart gotta be in there. I gotta be comfortable doing it. Nah, not in these houses. Take it from a Capricorn, take it from a Cap moon rising. We don't give a fuck how we feel about shit. We don't give a fuck. If that shit got a bag at the end of it, we in there. We in there. Capricorn women, listen, earth sign women, I ain't no disrespect, no offense to nobody, and I actually think, fucking with the stripper pole, that shit is actually an art. That shit is actually a work of art. So they'll strip and all that shit to get to the bag to provide for their family and all that shit. They don't, emotions be fucking emotion. The earth sign women will get on that pole, do what they gotta do, count their bread, take care of their priorities, and that's what it is. Emotions be detached from getting the bag sometimes. A lot of the times. Like, it is what the fuck it is. Now we talking about real shit. Now we talking about real natural energies here. You got that heavy earth in the chart, but especially if we talking about Capricorn. When we look at the earth signs, they all deal with earth, practicality, not emotion. So, but it ranks though. It's probably Taurus. No, it's probably Virgo got the most emotion out of all the earth signs. Then Taurus got the most emotion. And then Capricorn, or I shouldn't even say the most, the least. But it go like that. Virgo having the most, then Taurus, and Capricorn just being dead fucking last. Don't give a fuck. It's Saturn energy. I don't care about how shit look. I don't reflect light. If it makes sense, I can't deny it makes sense. So I gotta do what I gotta do for the time being. All right? Shout out to Lisa Ray and Players Club. Those your caps right there. The ones that stripping to pay the bills. The ones that stripping, you calling them a hoe. You could do all that, call them a hoe. That you ain't fuck. You ain't fuck. You ain't hit. Call me a hoe all you want. Nobody you know hit. I'll be living here with a bag. My bills be paid. And I'm paying for motherfucking tuition for my goddamn sister that's in the club too. You feel me? So what? The sister got to do what the fuck she got to. Stop judging. Stop worrying about how everybody getting their bread. So that'll be an earth sign, earth moon woman all day. That'll be a Capricorn sun, moon, rising woman all day. Emotions detached from what I got to do to get the bag sometimes. Despite how I look doing it, it made sense to me. I had to do what I had to do. It's reality. It's reality. So motherfucking I don't even know how we got there, but Mercury changed in the 11th house. Oh yeah, because Cancer in the 11th house. Be caring too much. Be caring too much. Nah, you got to learn how to network your shit. Cancer in the 11th house be a little too, Virgo rising, y'all be a little too shaky to tell motherfuckers you got a business, tell motherfuckers, give a mother, what you got business cards for, you ain't gonna network and give them out. Virgo rising, don't tell me I got all that, because Virgos is some creative mofos, so don't tell me you got all that creativity in the first house, all that ability to structure and organize in the first house. Now we get to Cancer in the 11th house, you being shaky, you being all private and shaky with the 11th house. Scorpio 11th house could play that energy out too. But the thing is, Scorpio ruled by Mars though, so it's gonna be more intentional about how it uses people in the 11th house. It's gonna get up off his ass and make something happen in that realm quicker than the Cancer. Well, Scorpio, this would be Capricorn risings. You feel me? So we don't they get to it quicker than the Virgos. I give you that. I'm keeping it straight up. Like, I'm a Capricorn moon rising. We get to it quicker. We start quicker than y'all when it comes to the Virgos. We get up on our ass and just do it. But if y'all had the get to itness like us, y'all shit would be more efficient. Yeah, we not as efficient all the time as the Virgo. So that's the crazy thing about it. The Virgo one is the one that actually know how to have the best idea, the best plan, but be fronting on themselves the most out of the earth signs. So yeah, because it be that Mercury, think too much. Think too much. So that's not to call my caps out there inefficient. We earth. If anything, we showing our friends how to be more efficient, how to be structured. It's earth, period. But I'm just comparing the earth signs though. I'm just comparing the earth signs. Virgos be the one that help us and Taurus. We think we got some shit going on and get a Virgo friend, and our business make way much more money once we got Virgo as an employee or or a motherfucker on payroll. Business sales go the fuck up. Capricorns, it's cardinal. Cardinal signs can be impulsive, and they want to start. So we so hyped to start, excited to start, that we may not have took all the time planning when we just started something. We just said, fuck it, nah, that's y'all problem. That's how we be looking at everybody else. Heavy cardinal energies in the chart. We just look at everybody else like, no, that's y'all problem. Y'all take too much time. Like, I got to get to it. Like, I'm a spirit in the body. I got shit to do. Like, I got to get to it. Aries, all right? Libras, how they communicate and deal with relationships, all right? Can be real impulsive in their relationships. You know, won't take their time with their crush. Feel like they got all the confidence in the world to just get their crush in their hands. They have the person they dealing with like, damn, this shit going fast. This Libra just trying to consume me quick. Not even letting things build up. This Libra just, it'd be captivating though. It'd be captivating. Then you got the Cancer that's just aggressive, but when it comes to the emotions now. So Cancer will be chill all day, every day, but when something evokes emotion, it ain't no chill. Now we got to have this conversation, or now I'm going to start this or initiate that based on how I feel. Capricorn with business, with stability, with Saturn energy. So when it comes to something we feel like we could work, a career goal, if we got to work this temporary job to feed so this temporary job could take care and support our actual business business that we trying to grow for real, we don't got no fucking emotion attached towards. Listen, a year and a half ago, I was flipping burgers. I was a dishwasher. I was behind the bar. I ain't give a fuck. My emotions was detached from all of that shit. I ain't give a fuck. I ain't care. Gotta do what I gotta do right now. Life ain't about to feel sorry for me. All right? So shit, we the last one, Capricorn energy, Earth energy, we the last ones to judge how other people getting their money. What other people got to do to get by. We the first ones to be like, you right. Your emotions do got to be detached. Go do what you got to do. Go sell that rock. You ain't hear that from me. All right. Straight up though. That's real shit. So, you know, that's the earth realm. That's why it's just this world just so cutthroat, because it's earth. Everybody's doing what they got to do to survive, to deal with reality. The water signs just be getting caught up in the mix like, God, this is some bullshit. Like, don't nobody got no care? Don't nobody want to understand this realm? Earth signs be like, water signs, y'all can stay over there with that understanding shit. See, I wash these dishes. What time I clock out today? I told you I used to be on that bullshit in my old job. I used to try to, yo, bro, clock me in real quick. Yo, clock me in. Yeah, I'm coming in later. Just clock me in like half an hour early. Nigga try to get that extra hour on the paycheck. What is you talking about? We be thinking we slick. Capricorn earth signs be thinking they slick in the workplace. We be stealing shit we be taking all type of shit from the work. Listen, nigga, I was working in a fucking restaurant while I was making astrology videos. I was working that motherfucker. I was working in the nighttime making astrology videos in the morning. And listen, man, we Caps. Shout out to all my Capricorn Sun Moon Risings in the chat. Y'all about to feel this. We rule by Saturn. This goes for everybody that got heavy Capricorn energy or planets in the 10th house and the 11th house too. Man, listen, I worked in a restaurant. When I tell you I did not grocery shop out that motherfucker because I worked in a restaurant, niggas be coming to work like, what? My manager be like, what? I know we have more hamburger patties. Like, I just feel like all the lettuce is just But like all the lettuces, you just running through the greens. We ain't got no more salad that much. I guess I'm gonna just order more this week. My black guy's washing dishes like, oh shit. Fuck is you talking about? It's Saturn energy. We gonna use some shit. Saturn is the IUs. Capricorn, we the IUs. We gonna use your ass. You using me for my time, bitch. I gotta take something back from y'all. Fuck that. Fuck that shit. This is fair exchange if you ask me. So y'all can't. Motherfucker was making gourmet meals walking out that motherfucker. Other managers start walking up to me like, all right, bro. They caught you on camera last week, but they like you, so they ain't gonna fire you. That's where the Libra shit kick in. We be using our charm a little too much in situations where another nigga would have got fired. The Aries would have got fired. The Cancer would have got fired, but I'm a Libra, so they already like my personality. Like they caught you on camera last week. You left with 3 trays of food, so. And I'm already cool with my coworkers, so like, look, either you're gonna have to do that shit early in work, and then put it somewhere or something, or like you can't just be walking out this shit at the end when you clock out with 3 bags of food. I'm like, word? They got me on camera, word? Yeah, the boss gonna talk to you later today. Like he gonna probably tell you to come to his office. Like, all right, good looking, baby. Thank you, appreciate that. So listen, man. You gotta know how to work your relationships. I'm Libra, Sun, Capricorn, Moon, Rising. That's all Saturn energy. I'm gonna know how to use some shit to my advantage. Fuck that. Y'all using my time. The fuck y'all got a million motherfucking patties and buns and salad and all that shit coming in every week. Me taking a little bit of this shit ain't gonna hurt y'all. Ain't gonna hurt nobody. Shit. If we sold out, we sold out. If we ain't got no more turkey wings, that's it. Just tell the motherfuckers we ain't got no more turkey wings. Order some more next week, motherfuckers. So yeah, all my extra cap Saturn heads in here. Y'all already know the fucking vibes. We gonna use some shit. Saturn conjunct Sun, Saturn conjunct Moon, Saturn in the first house. Capricorn Sun Moon risings, Aquarius Sun Moon risings, Libra Sun Moon risings. Alright? We gonna use some shit. Y'all bugging out. It's fair exchange. Right, we sold out. I stole out, but when I personally stole out, but the store, as far as the store, we sold out. But I stole out this motherfucker. I had some of my coworkers looking at me like, you gonna get tired of that shit sooner or later. You gonna get tired of eating that shit sooner. I was like, no, I'm not, nigga. I'm broke right now. Life is rough right now, nigga. I'm making videos in the first half of the day and I'm working overnight with you stank motherfuckers. I'm eating this shit until the income start coming from somewhere. Until life start looking a little better. Nigga, it is turkey wings and salad and motherfucking cheeseburgers till I'm off this. And guess what? God provided that for me. That's how I look at it. God provided that opportunity for me, and it was what it was. We living better today. We living way better today. I laugh back at them days. So that's you gotta learn, family. You gotta learn to do what y'all gotta do in the present. Sometimes y'all gotta learn how. When I tell y'all to have spiritual strength, this is what I'm talking about. You gotta learn to use your resources. You gotta learn to work what you got. You motherfuckers don't know how to work what they got and mad at me because the brother know how to steal good. What's fucking wrong with you need? You can step your stealing game up. Alright, y'all, that's it. Mercury in the 12th house. Mercury in the 12th house, son. Mercury in the 12th house. Oh my God, son. Y'all play too much. Can't I stop playing? Y'all play too much. God damn. I say we living better. We laugh back at them days, man. So to everybody right now that's somewhat close to everybody right now doing what you got to do, Listen, man, Saturn retrograde. Y'all got me crying. Y'all got boogers coming out my nose. To everybody that's doing what they got to do right now, man, family, it's just for right now. You working 2-3 jobs right now, it's for right now. That's it. If you giving them motherfuckers listen, I didn't been there, y'all. Two jobs, Dollar Tree. I was stealing from them motherfuckers too. Fuck bringing something in the lunch, bitch. I'm eating something in this motherfucker. Fuck is you talking about? And you know, Dollar Tree, you could go crazy too. Nigga, everything in that bitch $1. Like, nigga, I'll whip some shit up on the low. Throw a beef patty in the microwave real quick. You ain't never see a nigga eat a spicy beef patty in 60 seconds. You ain't never see a nigga eat a beef patty in 60 seconds. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. It's life, y'all. It's life. It's life. All right? If anybody's going to tell y'all it's life, it's going to be a Capricorn moon rising. Yeah, a lot of y'all are. I thought it was one astrology page doing it, but it looked like it's a lot of astrology pages doing it where they'll post like a picture for the sun, the picture for the moon, and a picture for the rising. I see somebody post the Capricorn moon picture, and it was like a little girl with glasses on, and she was counting a lot of money. And then the Capricorn moon pic was just like a nigga just stressed out. And the Capricorn rising pic was a motherfucker stressed out. I'm like, yo, this astrology know what the fuck they talking about. Because that Capricorn sun life ain't this way different. Listen, the sun, moon, rising, that's nothing y'all got to understand. Y'all got to stop thinking just because somebody got your sun as your, like if you a Libra rising and think somebody a Libra sun and moon, they going to be exactly like you. Y'all need to stop thinking that shit right there. They're different placements. There's going to be some compatibility, but y'all not the same. Now, if you meet somebody that's a Libra moon, just like you, and y'all got different suns, that's a different story. You meet somebody that's a Libra sun, and y'all got different moons, that's a different story. You meet somebody that got a Libra rising, you a Libra rising, all right then. Y'all really is dealing with some of the same shit. But stop thinking just because you a Leo sun and somebody a Leo moon is the same thing. You a Capricorn sun. Man, the sun don't act the way it act in Capricorn, the way the moon act in Capricorn. It's two different things. The sun ain't as uncomfortable in Capricorn as the moon is in Capricorn. The sun ain't as uncomfortable in Scorpio as the moon is in Scorpio. Mercury ain't as uncomfortable in Sagittarius. Mercury uncomfortable in Sagittarius. Another planet isn't, as the sun is Gucci in Sagittarius. It's neutral. It's good. But Mercury in Sagittarius is different. All right. The sun in Cancer, moon in Cancer, two different things. You put a Cancer sun and Cancer moon in the room. The goddamn Cancer moon gonna be looking at the sun like, why y'all got me in here playing babysitter right now? The Cancer moon gonna be looking at it like, all right, where's this child's parents at? You gonna really see who the baby. The Cancer sun. Cancer sun is babies, cry babies. The moon different. The moon way more emotionally intelligent, way more emotionally wise, because the moon is home there. So that's something y'all gotta make sure y'all decipher that. They're different placements. All right. So that's Mercury in the 11th house, and last but not least, Cancer in the 12th house, Mercury transiting the 12th house, guys. When we look at Mercury in that 12th house, man, it's debilitated here. So it's another shaky placement. The sun just been transiting this house, no problem. It's Gucci. Sun dealing with its creativity. The sun paying attention to its imagination. The things it wants to project from its subconscious. You've been in your feelings, or paying attention to your feelings and your emotions way more with the sun in the 12th house. You got Cancer in the 12th house. So you have an emotional connection with your fantasies and your dreams. We make a joke about your dreams. You take that shit to heart. Cancer in the 12th house. We make a joke. Now, this is another thing though. Y'all got to understand, one of the strongest synastry placements there is is the sun conjunct moon. So when y'all deal, if you a Libra sun and you meet a Libra moon, that's a very harmonious energy. When you dealing with people that have, when they have your sun sign as their moon, or you have their moon as their sun, that is a very harmonious energy. Y'all still are different, but it's basically like both the best of both worlds. Okay? So in many different ways, this person's actions make you feel like y'all make each other feel very comfortable. And then it's like, so many times we get into relationships and people try to change our sun, transform our sun, alter our sun, want us to act differently, want us to present ourselves differently. When you meet somebody that got, like, all right, I'm a Libra, so if I meet somebody that's a Libra moon, by default, the way I act, the way I communicate, the way I relate, the way I compromise, that makes them so comfortable. And it's like, wow, I don't have to explain to this person what makes me comfortable or how to deal with the emotions. Like, they naturally are doing the things that my moon needs. My moon needs communication. My moon needs a compromising spirit. And then on top of that, because the moon deal with understanding, so since they're a Libra moon, I never feel like I gotta super change my actions. I feel like I could just be my phone fucking, how the fuck this shit saying it's dying and it's charging? This shit crazy. So anyways, like, yeah, the moon, the sun person don't feel like they don't gotta change up. They could just be them. They can express themselves how they want to express themselves. Okay? And the moon person is not gonna try to change them in any type of way. So even though I'm saying all the placements is different, that's sun and moon shit serious. When y'all dating somebody, or y'all meet potential with somebody, or somebody run down on you, you got them energies and find out they got the same moon as your sun. Yeah, you need to entertain that situation. That's true marriage right there. That's true understanding right there. You don't gotta say much to this individual about certain things. Okay? Now, it's to the point, even with that, some of y'all best friends have that alignment. Some of y'all have that alignment with y'all best friends. Some of y'all best friends, closest friends, have the moon of your sun. Or you have the moon of their sun. For a lot of y'all best friends, closest siblings, you got one parent you closer to than the other. Yeah, it's probably something, you probably got your sun and moon in that shit. My longest relationship, they're Taurus. I'm a Taurus moon. It was a lot of things that was prevented in your other relationships that you didn't have to explain in this relationship. It was a natural understanding already. Okay? So I like to say that's one of the most powerful alignments in synastry. And I like when the two sides of the planets come together. I like when Aries, Scorpio come together. Libra, Taurus come together. Cancer, Leo come together. Sag, Pisces come together. Okay? So, but a lot of other, that shit could go left too though, but it works. They learn a lot from each other though. Y'all never leave that relationship thinking, y'all never forget each other. Put it like that. Okay. And then the neighbor signs. That's something I'm starting to see is OD. Like I'm so into studying that right now. When them neighbor signs, it's really the first three. Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Leo, Scorpio, Sag, motherfucking Cap, Aquarius, Pisces. There's something about them neighbor signs. They be having something for each other. Y'all be motherfucking Virgo Libras. I thought it was just me. Like, no, I motherfucking love me a fucking Virgo woman. Shit. I lock a Virgo woman up. Kidnap her ass. Keep her all to myself. Motherfucking Cancer Geminis, they be, I don't know how, but the Cancer and Geminis be clicking. Dumb niggas be clicking. Okay? Now, it's gonna take some work to stay together though. It's gonna take some work to stay together. You just look at Lala and Carmelo, you just look at their ass. It's gonna take some work. But they were together for a while. They manifested a child seed and everything. Okay? Aries, Taurus, you're going to see that a whole lot. You're going to see Aries, Taurus a whole lot. A whole lot. Aries, Pisces. You could flip it like that. It's really the first three, but you could still take the both sides. But it's some that's better than the others. So Virgo's gonna like the Libra. I see Virgo liking Libra way more than Leo. Okay? And then Leo and Cancer is gonna click more than Leo and Virgo. You know, it really be that neighbor sign shit. That should be deep. That should be deep. I'm a Gemini moon here, Cancer moon. Feel me? I'm a Libra Scorpio. So my sun influenced by Scorpio. So I motherfucking love Virgos. I motherfucking love Sagittariuses. You know? It's just that me and Sagittarius, we burn out quick. Like, it be too friendly. It be way too friendly. And it's like, all right. We need to start showing some respect here. You start doing friendly shit, extra friendly, goofy shit in times when I ain't joking right now. You think we too friendly now. But I love Sagittarius though. I love Sagittarius. You feel me? They make really good friends with me too. So yeah, that's something I'm looking at now. I'm studying that shit. But Mercury transit in the 12th house. Okay. Mercury transit in the 12th house. This is where the sun just went through paying attention to all the things that feel like it could creatively do. Hold on, let me make sure I don't want my phone to die at the end of this shit. I got all type of shit on my desk. Okay. So Mercury's debilitated here. So when Mercury is transiting the 12th house, this definitely applies to my rising because the people closest to me are my neighbor signs, rising. Yeah, that's something y'all want to look at. Aries and Virgo is a nice combination too. Aries be needing Virgos though. Aries, that's the in conjunction. So they got a little clash, but Aries learn a lot from they learn a lot from each other. In conjunction signs are another one that have a strong attraction. So this would be Aries Virgos. Motherfucking Cancer Sagittarius. Libra Pisces. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. Libra Pisces. You sometimes you can't get them off of each other. You can't get them off of each other sometimes. Libra motherfucking Pisces. That relationship can have bad endings. So in conjunctions are signs that are almost opposite, 150 degrees. So you just look at the sign that's opposite from you. So you're a Sagittarius. Your in conjunctions is motherfucking. Your opposite sign is Gemini. So your in conjunctions is Taurus and Cancer. The signs that's next to your opposite. Yeah, that's another name for quintile. So yeah. But I got, damn, I'm almost 4 hours. Mercury transiting the goddamn 12th house. All right, guys, it's debilitated here. So guess what? What happens here? We know Mercury brings critical analysis. All right, it brings ideas. And you bringing all that to the imagination house, a spiritual house that deal with the subconscious. So yeah, we want to use Mercury to make sure you analyzing your dreams better. To make sure you're not in an illusion. But you want to make sure you're not thinking yourself out your dreams. Mercury will do this shit here all day. When Mercury's debilitated, it's prone to throw you off track thinking about some shit the wrong way. That's why you gotta understand when in y'all natal charts, y'all gotta understand the houses y'all got Mercury in and shit, and seeing if it's debilitated with squares is that this helps you to deal with your ways of thinking. You got squares to Mercury. These are things you think about the wrong way. These are things you need to learn to embrace the thoughts of, okay? Learn to embrace the ideas of, all right? But so when you got Mercury in the 12th house, okay, you're not gonna be able to get your mind off your imagination this next month or whatnot, and that could be bad. Because you could be so disassociated from reality right now. The sun in the 12th house had you wanting to jump into your creativity and jump into your imagination the whole transit. You may have even expressed some emotion to others that was hidden to some individuals, and you may really have felt influenced to dive into some new experiences dealing with your creativity or dealing with all forms of creative expression. And you was really, paying more attention to your emotional state. Once again, Cancer in the water house, yeah. So when you got Mercury transiting here, you could develop more clarity about what you've been dealing with emotionally during Cancer season, why you express the emotion like that. But we want to use Mercury to make sure you're not doing things in an illusion manner. And you got to be careful Mercury doesn't take your mind to stay in the dream realm and forget reality here. Mercury in the 12th house, Mercury in Pisces. Man, listen. Y'all are special when we're talking about creativity. Y'all are truly special. Truly special. I mean, from y'all poetry to how y'all write music to how y'all even dress. Mercury in the 12th house, Mercury in Pisces. They could dress. So it's like y'all be fronting on your imagination though, because y'all deal with so much situations where it was hard to deal with forms of communication with others. So you start feeling like because you have a misunderstanding way of communicating with others that, it starts to make you feel like, I might as well be in my own little 12th house bubble, in my own little Piscean bubble. Mercury in the 12th house will do that right now. Mercury in the 12th house will have you just super disassociated instead of trying to find the balance between working your creativity and imagination into reality. Taking more action on your creativity. Devising plans and ways to strategize your creativity. Okay? So we want to make sure we gain that clarity here. You're going to be real critical of your dreams and imagination. You're going to be real critical here, and you're prone to manifest others criticizing your shit. So here it get blurry because you may be getting criticized for being an illusion, and you got Mercury transit in the 12th house. You may very well be in an illusion. You may very well be in an illusion about some shit. So you got to be open-minded towards what others is saying, but you can't allow what others project on you to just dictate every decision you make with how you express yourself, how you deal with your emotions, and your creativity specifically. Mercury, this 12th house, we know the spiritually inclined house is dealing with intuition, our ability to jump into our clairvoyance and whatnot, all right? Our belief system, our experiences. So yeah, the mind's going to have a whole philosophical touch to it right now. You kind of been, I like to say, once again, all my, this may be my Cancer risings or my Gemini risings. But for the most part, not Gemini risings, Leo risings. But for the most part, everybody that got water and water houses with the sun transiting in Cancer, a lot of y'all may have been in Zen mode this Cancer season. Like super reflective of the subconscious things you've been experiencing, trying to get closer to your purpose, your meaning and reasoning to certain circumstances right now. So Mercury could dive you deeper into Zen mode right now, but you just got to be careful of how disassociated you become to the point that the things you even want to connect to the external, the subconscious, the things you even want to connect to the collective is like you so separate from us right now. You can't even reach us with your music. You can't even reach us with your messages on social media. You just in a whole nother world right now. So it's a thin line here. It's a thin line. Y'all know I'm all about detachment. Y'all know I'm all about detachment and solitude. But at the end of the day, you did choose to come to Earth, right? You chose this. You chose this. So while you in the body and you in the Earth realm, you got to make some shit shake while you're here. You can't just use that detachment, solitude shit. See, y'all Pisces, y'all heavy 12th house energies and heavy water signs and Pisces and y'all like when I say that detachment, solitude shit. That shit make y'all feel good. Like, right, Boro? Like, I'll be just bombarded with so many energies. We just need to be by ourselves. Like, y'all be taking it too far now. Y'all be taking it too far. So, yes, detachment, solitude to receive what's for us, to be to your own, to be closer to source. But at the end of the day, we here to create, y'all. We here to experience. So we got to make something happen. A lot of y'all teachers. A lot of y'all are teachers. Goddamn Cancer risings, Mercury in the 12th house, Mercury in water, Mercury in Pisces, Mercury in the 12th house. A lot of y'all are natural teachers. So we can't. How we gonna learn shit from y'all? Y'all always in the mountaintop and shit. Y'all just always meditating on the mountain. We trying to get some knowledge and wisdom from y'all. All right. So that's what y'all dealing with right now. Y'all don't let Mercury talk y'all out of creative endeavors. Don't let Mercury have you feel negative for things in the past right now. Mercury could do that shit in the 12th house too. And Mercury can have you hesitating to communicate certain... Mercury transit in this house can have y'all hesitating to communicate certain shit that you need to communicate to motherfuckers right now. So that's another reason you want to be too detached from reality. But find that balance between your Zen space, because the sun transit in this house puts you in Zen space already. It already happened. Like, you're already dealing with your imagination. You're already dealing with your spiritual. You're already sizing up your spiritual path, paying attention to all of that shit. So Mercury here is like, okay, let me bring more clarity to how I actually make sense of my spirituality in reality. Let me use Mercury transit in my 12th house, all right, to be more critical of the times that I fronted on my imagination, not thinking myself out of creativity. I have to be able to use Mercury to see how I actually fronted on my own creativity, fronted on my own imagination before. Okay? So, family, this is probably the longest live I've ever did. We going on 4 hours, I believe. I started at 7:30, 8:30, 9:30, 10:30. Holy. Time be flying. I didn't really be realizing this shit. But the fact that y'all stayed and rocked out with a brother, you know, warms my heart. Warms the chakra space. The heart chakra space. Warms the Cancerian part of my vessel. All right, guys? So, hope that brings clarity to what type of direction Mercury's about to have y'all dealing with through the houses, okay? And y'all know we gonna come on and chat about something tomorrow, all right? I'm gonna probably do a little random Q&A for y'all tomorrow or something, all right? We get into something. But y'all make sure y'all have a good night, all right? Peace.